Hello and welcome back everybody to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. This is me Lucifer, along with me is Edge, and this is the Valorant tournament for the rising stars and rising teams from colleges. And after an incredible start to this tournament on day 1 with 8 teams battling it out, I'm just looking forward to day 2 what the next 8 teams are packing. What do you think about this, Edge?
Yeah, I'm really excited, man. The second day, the first day itself, we got to see a lot of actions, a lot of unexpected, plays coming in there, and a lot of teams, completely dominating the server as by themselves. But now for
Yep.
day two, I am really looking forward to see some close encounters because yesterday it was all like one-sided affairs, and that was fun to watch. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't as fun as it would have been if it was like a close encounter. The audience wants something to look out for, and I'm really looking forward to these teams spicing things up moving on to day number 2.
I agree with you. Close games are what we all look for, nail baiting matches and everything as such. But again, going back to what we are happening in the tournament, it's going to be a phase 1, phase 2, and then your playoffs. And again, going back to the pattern of how this tournament will be played out, is 48 teams will be starting it off in the phase 1 with 8 groups. From here, there'll be just 8 teams qualifying and going to phase 2, where there'll be 2 groups from where we'll be seeing the playoffs. And from 48 teams and just 4 teams that we'll be ending up with, I'm really excited of how this whole tournament will pan out, because as you said, initially it started out to be a one-sided affair, but now as we progress, it's going to be nail-biting matches that we'll be seeing. And if it gets closer, I'm pretty sure the audience will start loving it, because we know for a fact that we all are fans of overtime.
Yep, we are all looking forward to that overtime. But I'll tell you something else that the players are looking forward to. That is the prize pool. The massive amount of prize pool. All these players are, college students, and they are trying to represent themselves and also their college. So we have a total prize pool of 5 lakhs, but let's just talk about Valorant for now. It's going to be 1.74 lakhs. That's going to be 1,74,000. And for the first position, they'll be walking away with 80,000. The second, 40,000, and third, you'll be going home with 20,000 INR. That's all Indian rupees, by the way, guys. And apart from that, it's not just the top 3 teams that'll be walking away with a piece of the prize pool here. We are also having some special awards. That is, just like the best player of the week, best econ rating, and best combat score. Talking about best player, I think we already have a couple of contenders for that from the yesterday's matchups.
Yep.
And player of the week, we kind of have to wait for that. But best econ rating and best combat score, I have War Machine in my head, to be honest. He was just being dominant. So these are also really cool, and these are something that actually motivates you to play better and better moving on further into the tournament.
I agree with you. Teams have a lot of things in terms of prizes that they can grab in terms of a team and an individual player. But talking about today's schedules, the 4 matches that we are going to be having is the first one for the day. It's going to be JP Tuskers versus BMS IT Steelers. And the second one, Reva Blue Chips versus Purnima Pacifiers. The third match for the day, OP Players versus IMS Rebels. Fourth match, the last one for the day, it's going to be MIT Impetus versus BITS Hyderabad Rampages. The names sound kind of goosebummy, but will it be something that we look forward to in terms of a close game? Because yesterday I'm still kind of stunned of how those performances happened yesterday, because it was not a close game, as you said. But starting off with the day, first match, as I said, JP Tuskers versus BMS IT Steelers on the map of Ascent.
Yeah, once again, we're starting the day off with SN and JP Tuskers and BMS IT Steelers. The names are kind of cool, so I'm looking forward to some really cool plays. Once again, SN is the map of Sova, so we are definitely going to see some Sova action there. Maybe some shock dull lineups, a couple of recons as well. But without further delay, we'll be jumping right into the Asian lineup here. And we see Sova obviously, but something interesting to watch is both the teams have actually opted for Cypher. And I see on the side of JP Tuskers, they are not going to be going in with any smoker. No controller there, Lucy. Thoughts on that?
Yep, I'm worried. We have seen a lot of times teams quarreling with each other, even in a random single composition where one player is looking for 4 players to play with. If there's no smokes, they start worrying about the tournament and the match itself. So I'm worried, as you said, having no smokes might deal damage and an advantage for the opponent. And if that happens, but yesterday, to recall the first map of Ascent, we did see triple duelist lineup coming in. and they were not stopping yesterday. So if that happens again, if that kind of an aggression is carried over, maybe not having somebody to cover their line of sight or somebody to block vision for their opponent in terms of defense might play a better card. But they have to be fast, because the Cypher can deploy cyber cages, but will that work out enough? Because he's going to just have two, and it's not regenerative.
I mean, we did talk about it yesterday as well. I mean, Cypher not staying alive till the end of the round. That's I mean,
Yes.
if he's still alive, he plays a really crucial part. But if he goes down, that means all his util is going down. A couple of trap wires, a couple of cages, and also a camera that gives you a lot of information. And if he goes down early into the round, I think the attackers might actually have an advantage. But right now, we see Reina with the first shots taken onto the Sova there towards the mid link. Ooh, easy life, just narrowly escapes that. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a hit, a slow A hit, and that's gonna be the first kill. Not Suda getting the kill onto Void, but yeah, he gets another one for himself.
Yeah, but another one gone. So the attacker's already at a disadvantage, but the Cypher's looking like he wants to make a comeback. Now he's looking for his own clone. Might be able to land a shot. No, loses it to a Ghost, but there's going to be the Sage coming back, and a Sage quick 2-kill on headshots with the classic and the right click, I suppose. Okay, Sage coming at the last moment, and are we going to see what Kronos did yesterday as a battle stage again come here from Recruits? Is it possible again, Edge?
This is a nice spot.
That would be really interesting to watch, to be honest. I mean, battle stages are always fun, man. I mean, we do already have, two duelists on the side of defenders, but there's only one duelist when it comes to the side of attackers. So that's going to be a bit of an issue, because they're starting off on the attackers. They only have one duelist. So they kind of, it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. But once they, switch to a defender's side, I think they might have a slight edge. But, by the time they switch to defenders, I just hope they have at least 6 rounds in the bag. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really tough. If anything less than that, they might be having issues. But apart from that, Reina with a beautiful headshot once again. Even with the Ghost, he's popping off right now.
I agree with you. They need to make sure they get a couple of rounds, but the defense is looking really strong. But Killmonger gets one. That's going to be the Sova and Reina exchanging kills, and Reina on a backstab is going to find the third one for herself, and the second one for Sova there, and they clean up the attackers. And that was the bonus, or I can call it the anti-eco round. And even though the defenders won, they did not go in for a buy. So it's going to be, I would say, good creds, but still look at them. They did not go for a buy. If they did in that previous round, I would say they could have gone for a bonus round in this third round itself. But very unfortunate for them, because of which they do have 2k creds. But will they be able to walk away with this? Because if they lose it, I think they'll be able to buy back Spectres, a couple of them and a couple of with half shields. But this is going to be an important round for the attackers.
Yeah, but it's going to be an important round. This is the full bar round coming in, and Killmonger gets the kill, the first kill under the Reina, who was actually the star player for the side of JP Tuskers there. But, the deal is a single deal is from the BMS getting the entry frag. Now he has already done his job. Now it's his team's part to, do all the dirty work there. But look at this Sova. He's already on the flank there, but there's a trap, so he cannot cross it without being, tracked. I can say being spotted, but Killmonger gets another one for himself. That's a double. Okay, Banksy gets one onto Cypher. Now it's a 2v5 situation right now. That's a beautiful shot that coming in from Sova there, but not suited with the flank. Gets two. How is he not spotted here? But yeah, Banksy will take him down eventually.
Eventually he does go around, but there's a Phoenix that still has answers. He has only 8 bullets in his mag. He needs to work this out, but no, the Sage is not going to let him. The Sage with a 3k for his team will finally get the first round on board for the side of attackers. That's going to be BMS IT Steelers, and yes, it's a good start. They did do damage in terms of economy, so you can see the defense is going to be looking forward to, as I said, half shields and maybe a couple of rifles. And yes, everybody's there with half shields except for the Sova, who went for a backstab. He got 2 kills, and that's going to be yielding him a couple of extra creds, and that's the last about it. But again, a crucial round coming for the side of JP Tuskers. They did have a good backstab from the Sova, but the trap fire delayed it enough for the attackers to get the site and control of it.
Yep, that was a really a clean round coming in from BMS IT Steelers, and looks like we are in for a treat right now. I mean, looking at the gameplay of both the teams right here, looks like both these teams have a really good grip on what they're doing right now. Easy life once again. Oh, just as I was supposed to say that he got a nice kill on Phoenix. Sova with a beautiful headshot with the Guardian. Oh wait, was that a miss flash? or maybe he intended to do that, but I think it came out a little wrong. That Hunter's Fury is gonna catch Sage once. That's about it. Dealing a bit of damage. He's gonna heal himself back. Never mind. He's out in the open. Sage diff there. Sage's gonna go down and pulling it back to a 4v4. Tarang once again with that Guardian gets another one for himself, making it a 3v4. But then, Natsuda gets one instant traded up by Killmonger. 2 versus 3 situation right here. Now it's all on Sage to try and save. Sorry, it's all on Cypher actually to try and save this round for his team. Alpha Gamers gonna plant the spike, and Void will manage to take the Cypher down. That's gonna be the scoreline 2-2, all tied up, Lucy.
All tied up is what we were looking for. We did ask for close matches, and I think these two teams are giving us that. But now the defenders are quite in trouble because their economy not that great. They need to go for an eco, and I guess that's what they're going to be going. If they go for a force, which it does not look like, and from yesterday's matches, it looks like people are coming back to their groove, understanding where they have to go for an eco and go for only a couple of buys. But from the side of BMS IT Steelers, with that Guardian, we've talked about it. That's going to be precise shots, and headshots are going to land you amazing kills, and that's what that Sova managed to do. But here, with the weaponry advantage, I think this round should go back to the attackers.
The weaponry advantage obviously is going to play a really, really important role here. And, unless JP Tuskers pull something really miraculous from their bag, this round should be an easy one going in favor of BMS IT Steelers. Yeah, the way that they are playing right now, even with the full buy round, the third round, it was a bonus round, so it was kind of understandable, JP going down there. But after that, the full buy round coming in from them as well. Them going down once again with 3 players alive on the side of BMS. That was really unfortunate.
Very unfortunate it is, but the Cypher with the neural theft will reveal all the locations. A beautiful hot hands coming. Killmonger will get that kill. That's just beautifully played from the attackers, and attackers look like they don't want to give away any rounds. That's going to be the Sage picking up 1 kill, and it's up to the last person as Cypher picks up a kill. It's going to be the Sage who's stuck all the way at mid, and there's going to be a trap fire that can be caught out. But in the meantime, Killmonger spots the head of the Sage, and that's going to be a tata bye-bye, and a very quick and an easy round for a flawless victory for the side of BMS IT Steelers. And as we head into the 6th round, it's going to be the full buy coming in, and a very crucial round for the side of JP Tuskers, because if they lose this full buy, they're going to be pushed into another eco, which will yield the side of BMS IT Steelers to 5-2.
Yeah, this round is going to be really important for the side of JP. This is going to be the round that actually decides the next round as well, as you said, Lucy. So, this round, it all depends on Killmonger as well. If he gets the first blood, he might actually be the one getting multi-flags. He's going to use his flash and actually going to take down... Oh, it's actually going to be Banksy taking down the run it back there. So, they did missing the 2 players out who was outside B, but he's alive once again with a beautiful kill on the Cypher. Early round advantage to the side of defenders, but he's alive once again. Oh no, he breaks the wall and gets the kill on the Sage as well. Natsuta gets his clone out of the way. Killmonger with the trade finally pulling it back to a 4 versus 3, Lucy.
Very important. Killmonger played a really good role because they were pushing them from 2 corners. But look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Rena at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid, gets a kill on Sova. Sova was trying to hide, and it leaves all up to Recruz, the Sage, who's on a very large flank. And he might be able to catch a couple of people, but in the meantime, that's just going to delay things as the attackers will get the site. And Recruz, his location is not known, but eventually he'll get in the hands of the side of attackers, and attackers, they are at a really good advantage. But the start, it looked like the defenders had a really good chance of holding that round back and bringing it to an equalizer. Very unfortunate. They became very aggressive, and I would say very overconfident that they got the initial 2 picks. They thought that they can just walk away. The Cypher, along with that wall, just trying to camouflage, I would say, with that corner he had, and he played it out really well.
It was a 4v3, right? And then now it's all of a sudden, it's a 1v3. Sage would be like, guys, what just happened? Because I'm not really sure. I'm supposed to be the only player alive. But yeah, Phoenix, Omen, and Cypher, they did a really good job getting all the other players. They took those one-on-one deals, and they also won those 3 deals there. And now it's gonna be Sage saving that Phantom. and they'll be moving on to the round number 7 with a really big disadvantage. But actually, hold up. Okay, they are gonna be investing. Actually, they are gonna be investing. So I mean, they have only light shields on a couple of players and full sheets. Oh, actually, they're gonna buy light shields as well. Actually, I think he's gonna be investing in a full shield and a bulldog, or maybe a
I
guardian.
think
That's
so.
a max he can do.
I will find
Yeah, but I mean, apart
He
from that,
requested
this
for a
round looks like
Spectre.
it should go. hmm Looks like it's gonna go into the favor of BMS IT Steelers once again. To be honest.
I agree with you. It looks like the side of BMS IT Steelers have found their groove and they're just walking into the side of the defender's position and taking side back to back. But now with the Rena's Empress going through, if she finds the initial kill, she can give a lot of information. She finds the second one, she might be able to pick off another few kills. But they understand Rena is not something that they need to fight with. They can go back and let the Empress go down that ultimate, and then they can regroup at A if they want. Or at this moment, they can try and rotate. But look at the Rena. Rena is not looking forward to back off. The Paranoia will push her back as Void makes himself safe from Rena's crosshairs.
hmm I mean, Reina, that was a beautiful kill there with the Empress, but that Empress is gonna, run out pretty soon actually. So we kind of have to get multi kills. So she only managed to get one, but that's still an advantage, right? That's still another round advantage. And also considering the fact that they have we had buy there coming in, a couple of specters in the hands. That is a really good round already, but Cypher goes down. Oh wait, actually he took one of the players there. That's really good.
30 seconds
Messi's gonna
left.
survive. For now at least, that's gonna be a 3v4. Man advantage for the side of defenders, and just as I say that, that was a beautiful trade coming in. That's gonna be a 2v2 situation. 20 seconds on the clock, and the spike will go down eventually. But Sage, it's all gonna be on the timing. It's not
Standing.
gonna go down, but it's gonna be Sage going down actually. Now it's all or not to the try and clutch this 1v2. He might actually get one. Now it's all him versus Sage. Of 80, I think 80, yeah, 80 HP versus 60 HP. So it's all gonna be on the timing. I think he does have one more shot dart there, and I think Sage is kind of cornered into that position, but it doesn't really matter because he's gonna be landing that headshot onto the Sova there.
A good try from that Sova coming in. I mean, both the Sage as well as the Sova were equal in HP, but Sage, she has a healing orb for herself, and that's what she did. She timed it perfectly. She got her healing orb back, and she just, I would say, healed herself, patched herself up for the fight, and got an advantage and landed the headshot. But that's going to be a good round for the side of the attackers. They're again walking away with the round. They're walking away with victories back to back. And the side of JP Tuskers are pushing it close in terms of getting the rounds back. But BMS IT Steelers, in terms of advantage, in terms of their improvers, and in terms of their positioning, they're just playing on point. The side of JP Tuskers needs to play the game a little bit slow, stop pushing their advantage to a disadvantage. You saw the initial kill. Rena took one. She could have just backed off, but they were trying to find more kills. The side of JP Tuskers are trying to play with that. But in the meantime, the run it back is used to get into sight and gain a little bit of information. But unfortunately, other than the trap fire, I guess nothing else. Okay, no, he finds a Phoenix, but that's the last about it.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on there, and gets a kill on the Sage. It's going to be Alpha with a double kill for himself. Not Sutta going down. And I mean, Cypher is down to 6 points of health, but I think Sage is going to heal him back to 76. Apart from that, it's going to be easy life. This is not going to be easy at all. A 1v5 situation, and the match is kind of slipping away from their hands. Every time they do have the advantage, but then somehow BMS IT steal the round. You see what I did there, Lucy?
I agree with you. They do steal the rounds.
So yeah, let's see. I think that he's gonna go down. Unfortunately, he just wanted to go in. I thought he was gonna actually save because there was no way he's gonna clutch that 1v5, especially with 125 points of health and also no ultimate available. That was just a bit too much to ask for.
I agree with you. I mean, you did a really good fun. The opponent just walked away with the flawless round. They're just happy with it right now. BMS IT Steelers, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they could have changed it to Steelers, as you mentioned. They put in an A. Nobody will know. But nonetheless, this shows Steelers, where it's very close. Maybe they are playing a pun on us. Not sure, Edge. Maybe. But in the meantime, with 3 ultimates on both the end, Yes, they do have an ultimate. That's Hunter's Fury. They can clear a side. There's going to be a counter Hunter's Fury that they can play with. Neural Theft will give them a lot of information, but the Cypher needs to find a body for that. So that's going to be very difficult. But in the meantime, Recon Bolt, which was sent across, will be destroyed, not giving away any information for the attackers. But in the meantime, Rena might be able to fight away with Cypher there, but only a ghost, not going to prove worthy, as the Cypher will take a kill at Trees.
That this round is gonna go into the favor of BMS at still. We don't really have to talk about it that much because just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, So imagine on an eco, they're gonna be not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta that's gonna be getting the kill on to Tarang there. So completely destroyed with the headshot from the Spectre. Oh wait, this was about to say that. It looks like it might be a good retake here. That's going to be Neural Theft used, and now they're going to get the information. The last two players from the side of BMS at least towards. They're both on towards, one is towards actually the Vines area, and one is towards the Under Heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that got the kill on the Phoenix, but Void, beautiful headshot. But now Wise, okay, wait. He's really low on health. He's going to stick the defuse, but it's going to be really easy for Void because he just needs to land. He just needs to land one of those shots, and which... Oh, wait, he's going to go down eventually. But yeah, he did get the kill on the Cypher. So they are not going to have any economy whatsoever, and there was no chance in hell that Cypher was actually going to walk away with the round.
I agree with you. The side of defense did manage to do a good retake, but once they were on the side, they could not hold their positioning. They were not ready on their feet. They just fumbled over there with their shots. They could not land it. They did get the information of where the players were, but did not convert that information to their advantage. But now again, it's going to be a chance that they can do it, because with full shields and rifles there, this might be a chance going in. And again, 2 kills coming in for the Reyna. Beautiful. Overhill will be missed. The dismiss will be taken. Both of her orbs will be taken away, but there'll be a resurrection coming in. But look at that, 2 more kills from Sova. The Sova is insane. He's turning up huge, but they read the backstab coming through and they go for it. They're trying to fight with him. There'll be 1 kill that the Sova will be able to take off. That's the Sage, but there's going to be an answer again from the Sova, and is already on a 3k.
This, once again, I mean, every time JP Tuskers, man, they seem to kind of have the advantage, the earlier on advantage, but somehow BMS IT still has crawled their way back. And once again, they have the man advantage here. Zed, oh, wait a second, just as I say that, Killstorm actually completely destroys that advantage, and now Killmonger, he's gonna take down Zed as well. Now Cypher in a 1v2 situation. He's actually kind of doable if you ask me. I know why he's going for the safest position. He's actually known as well. Now Void, he will be predicting this, and that's a beautiful case coming in. But I think Killmonger is ready for this shot, and his position is actually known right now because of that jump right there. It's gonna be Void that's gonna be sending Kylo Storm into the void that he can never return back from. That's gonna be a 6-round lead going into the 9th round actually. Oh wait, actually the 11th round, sorry. And now BMS IT Steelers, they are looking pretty strong here.
A huge lead that they have already on attack. I mean, this is supposed to be a defense favored map. The defense is not looking great from the side of JP Tuskers, and for a fact, you did mention that they do not have a smoker, and you can see that is being a huge disadvantage for the side of JP Tuskers, because they're unable to stop the push coming through. They don't have a Parana, they don't have a counter utility. Yes, they do have a Cypher, but the Cypher is doing his job as much as possible. He's giving information, but there's nobody to stop that rush in general in terms of a controller from the side of the defenders. So defenders are having a hard time. Might be attack, they can do something, but again, in the attack, they'll be facing it difficult. The Sage goes in for a wide swing. Sova is going to punish. Killmonger will punish the ultimate. Killmonger might have a free kill here, but that's going to be the Phoenix running back, and there's going to be a couple of shots on the Phoenix, and Phoenix is also on his ultimate, and that's going to be 2 Phoenix ultimates. That will yield a little bit of information, but Killmonger will get the benefit of the plan.
They are on a roll right now, BMS IT Steelers. I really kind of am curious to know what BMS stands for. I think it's one of those Bangalore.
I think it's a college name.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. But I think it represents Bangalore. I think. Not really sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Kinda. Hopefully, yeah. Lucy, wouldn't you like it?
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore. Nevertheless, I'll check back on that.
Yeah, please do. But right now, it looks like BMS IT Steelers, they are not gonna look back whatsoever. They are already on a 7 round lead. JP Tuskers, they kind of, why, once again, Lucy, why are these teams not taking a tactical timeout? I mean, you guys have it, you can take it, and think about what's going wrong and think of a better execution, or maybe better defense plan, because that's exactly what's going wrong for JP Tuskers right now. But I'm not really sure why none of the teams do that. Like, even yesterday, we've seen no team take a tactical timeout, even though they were like 5-6 rounds, uh, you know, behind. That just doesn't happen. And look at this, easy life. Oh no, actually misses a shot. That's really unfortunate there.
Deals a lot of damage but will not be able to get that kill. But now we'll have to go back, and this time they've read it properly. I would say they're not very eager, they're just trying to put a standstill stop for the side of the attackers. Yes, the Cypher got a kill there, that's going to be a good one, but it's not, and I would say a great, because it's not going to be stopping their attack force or the brute force coming from the BMS IT Steelers. But the Phoenix, yes, he's very low on HP, he does not have a run it back to play with. Information from the recon will be given out as Easy Life, the Rhino, will pick one, goes in for an overhill. The shortest step is being taken, but Easy Life looks like he's not about to stop. He's going to take one and take a dismiss, but Easy Life on a 3K, he's not looking to stop, and it's going to be a Sova taking down his own clone. And finally, JP Tuskers, they are putting a stop to the side of BMS IT Steelers, but that was the last round. They should have started a little bit further away or further back in those rounds, and they should have brought it to maybe a 6-6 or a 7-5. But with a huge score difference of 6 rounds there, just one round is enough to hit that double digits, and that double digits is going to yield the opponent close to match point.
Yeah, that is gonna be a a really good confidence boost as well, hitting that double digit really soon. And your opponents are only sitting on 3 rounds right now. But if you take a quick look at the lineup, JP Tuskers, they have a really good defensive lineup.
This goes here.
So it all depends on the team that actually wins this particular round. It's gonna be a pistol round of the second half, so this is gonna be really interesting to watch. And I see Cypher is missing out on his kills. That's really unfortunate. I think his position is known as well. The camera was instantly destroyed. Could not tag anyone, and that's a beautiful cam right now, but it's taken down as well, and he might just get caught in the trap. Never mind, he just goes back now. Sova, they get the information that there's 2 players.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful recon there coming in from Sova, spotting out multiple players. I think he spotted out 4 there, but yeah, it looks like the attackers are now making their way towards the A side. But Killmonger once again getting the kill on Easy Life. Easy Life was actually the best player for his team, for the first few rounds. But yeah, now ZX and Natsuta getting their initial frags as well. But Killmonger, he's not going to stop anytime soon. He gets one, pulls it back to a 3 versus 3. 50 seconds on the clock. Spikes the lands. Killmonger, he's on a rampage right now. He gets 4. He's on for the ace. This is looking really good, and I think they might actually let him get the ace, but never mind. It's going to be Alpha Gamer getting that Cypher diff kill there and, completely killing its clone. So once again, BMS doesn't matter if they're on the defense or offense, they're going to win every single round that they can.
We good.
Just look at this pistol round, for example. The amount of sheer force that the side of BMS IT could stop just because of 2 smokes that they had. The side of BMS IT Steelers just proved on top and better in that round. JP Tuskers did not know how to push to that smoke. They did not have enough utilities to push to that smoke because they did not even have information. They had a Sova. Yes, that recon might have gone in, but they did not reveal any kind of information compared to the Sova on the defense. He literally revealed, I guess, the whole team itself, not even for all the 5 players. And now with double digits hitting, they'll be really confident. And look at them, they've gone in for a Marshall buy, and I guess a couple of Spectres can also be seen from the side of defenders. And defenders get the 11th round online, and the 12th point will be kind of a bonus for them, and they can walk away with that round as well. Even if they lose it, they can come back on a full buy. But in the meantime, Easy Life will the first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into Garden. Finds the second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the 3rd kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through. And Reyna with a 4K will get that round for the side of JP Tuskers. What an opening frag, and what a round just by this Reyna.
Yeah, but I mean, BMS IT, they were a bit too, I could say, overconfident. They're not investing into that round. they were like, maybe we can just go ahead with the pistols because we were getting the kills, we were getting the rounds as well. They did have a 7 round lead, but now it's down to 6. But JP Tuskers, they took complete advantage of that, and now we see Operator picked up on the Cypher actually. Alpha Gamer X, he's going to be picking up that Operator. Carlos Storm did the hand the Cypher once again, but this time it's just going to be a Marshall because of the economy factor on the side of the defenders there. So this round, if you take a good look at the weaponry there, I think this should go into the favor of JP Tuskers. But BMS IT Steelers, we never know what to expect from them. They were doing really, really well, and even on the eco rounds, they did put up a really good show. So I am looking forward to see if they can pull out something from that miraculous bag there.
I agree with you, but in the meantime, there'll be an operator shot that missed. But in the meantime, two kills that will be taken on. But that was an ultimate. But in the meantime, so Cypher does not miss his second shot with that operator, and that's going to be Sova answering for his teammates. He'll be getting it back to an advantage. It's going to be a 4v3 in terms of advantage for the side of JP Tuskers. Hot hands being exchanged from both the Phoenixes, but that does not yield any kill for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from Alpha Gaming X. He's going to be able to find a lot of shots. But in the meantime, Sova is dealing a lot of damage with just one tabs, but that's going to be the Cypher with his Marshall getting that kill back and bringing it back to a 2v2 situation. And the Cypher is in a bit of a trouble because he's low on HP and he cannot go back. He knows for a fact the mid was being watched, and if he goes in now, there's going to be an operator that's going to take him right out of the board.
That is some team play coming in. Unfortunately, it's not going to be of any use, and I think it's going to be a save round. Never mind, they're now making their way back into the side, but there's Killmonger ready. It's going to be a beautiful kill. Expected that. A beautiful headshot coming in with the judge, actually, the jumping judge. Lucy, that was an eco round coming in. I mean, that was a beard buy coming in from VMS IT actually, and they somehow made it work. I mean, JP Tuskers, they had all the util, they had all the weaponry that they wanted, and they still could not get the round. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. The unexpected stuff coming in from the players on the side of BMS IT Steelers. JP Tuskers, they're always caught by surprise, and now they only need 2 more rounds once again. So Lucy, once again, 2 more rounds to walking away the winners. Do you think we'll see a minor comeback here, like maybe 5 rounds or 4 rounds, or do you think BMS IT is also gonna walk away with 13 rounds back to, with 2 rounds back to back?
I don't think that beautiful round coming from Killmonger did a lot of damage for the side of the attackers. But in the meantime, yes, they've gotten their entry frag, taken out Killmonger in the start itself. But look at the position from Easy Life. Will miss their initial shot. That's going to be very costly. And with this recon trapping 2 people there, 2 people in the revision. Oh no. The Rana will go out. And that's going to be back to a 4v4 situation. But eventually they'll get the spike down. And they should be able to play for a post-plan situation. A beautiful play coming in from the Cypher, holding this small angle. Very unfortunate wall, but used really good from the side of defenders. And Void does a lot of damage. He's holding market really strong, but they need to be worried. It's going to be a 4v4 situation. They're not sure about how much health they have, the kind of utilities. The Sova is pushing into B main. He finds a kill, a free one on Ryurs, and that's going to be the Sage going down. That's going to be a backside kill from the Phoenix. That's a beautiful one. Paranoia will connect to him, but a recon will reveal their position. Cypher taking kills. The attackers have a really good position, and it looks like they have a comeback, and the Phoenix with the 3k will get that 5th point online for the side of JP Tuskers. And maybe I was wrong. It looks like there's going to be a minor comeback. Yes, it's going to be 6 rounds in terms of difference. A 6-round lead for the side of BMS IT Steelers, but the economy not that great for them, and this is going to be the round that the side of JP Tuskers needs to capitalize on.
Man, that round there was that was spicy, man. That was really, really good round coming in from JP Tuskers. They finally, I think they kind of cracked the code on how to, counter BMS IT Steelers. And at the same time, BMS IT, on the BMS IT Steelers, they are kind of weak on the B side, and JP, they are now constantly focusing on that B side, but this time, looks like it's gonna backfire, but never mind. Easy Life actually gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down as well. Now Reyna down to 20 points of health. He has no heal. Sage is not available as well. Now, if Omen takes down Reyna, that's gonna be really, really interesting because that'll make it a 2 versus 2. But right now, okay, that they're coming into play. Alpha Gamer X. he will be getting the kill onto Easy Life. Their position is no right now. So this might be the round that JP Tuskers actually need. But if BMS IT Steelers once again retake. Oh, whoa, hold up, guys. That was a beautiful spam coming in from BMS. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, Void is going to be pushing onto the side. He takes that angle, but there's no one present right there. And gets the kill on the Void, and look at this Alpha Gamer. He's panicking. He's just going to run and go right now. It's going to be Zed killing off Cypher and securing the 6th round on the board for the side of JP Tuskers, Lucy.
JP Tuskers playing really well. I mean, they're trying to trade things off. They're also putting a teammate on a backstab or on a lurk, and that's working out in their favor. They're playing this really smart, and if they keep continuing this, they should be able to get a lot of rounds. But again, Killmonger with his judge, he's looking forward to judge the opponent. But in the meantime, I think Easy Life has had a really good start. He did not have an easy start, but right now he's having a great finish, I would say, for the side of the JP Tuskers. But JP Tuskers needs to make sure that they do not let even a single round walk away from them, because that's going to be a match point, and match point is the confidence that the side of defenders need to close this first match.
Ooh, Easy Life once again with the early frag. Now once again Sova, man, with those Guardian tabs, gets the kill on Easy Life. That's the second time in the game. So yeah, it's gonna be right planted, which means it's 45 seconds on the clock. Look at this thing.
What?
Oh no, how did that happen? That was really unfortunate, I could say. But yeah, that was a really good hard hands by Killmonger. Once again gets the kill on the side by putting it back to 3 versus 3. Now 40 seconds, 35 seconds on the clock, and 3 versus 3. Positions are pretty basic. Oh no, Killmonger gets the kill. Now it's all on Sage. I think they kind of know where he is, and he is. He's gonna go down indeed. That is not good. That should not have happened. A 4 versus 3 going in the favor of BMS IT Steelers. That was something unexpected. And actually, none of the players went down as well. I mean, it was a 4 versus 3, and now it's a 0 versus 3.
Match point.
None of the players went down. Oh my gosh. That was a really good retake coming in from Phoenix, especially. Man, Killmonger is doing really, really good job. 22-11. That's a 2 KDR, Lucy.
He had a judge to start that round, and then he found a body from his teammate, picked up that rifle in his favor, and he made it work wonderfully for his team, and that pushes their team to match point. And this is what I said, this is going to be the confidence boost that they needed. And now with great weaponry, I think the side of BMS IT Steelers might be able to close the round, but the side of the attackers, JP Tuskers, needs to play it smart, needs to play it slow, and needs to do a lot of picks to make sure they are in an advantage. And to start things off, it's going to be Easy Life again picking the first kill, and he'll be looking forward to more, but the door will be closed as they'll be supported, and an ultimate being used. It's going to be the Sage pushing in, the bad Sage. You don't want the Sage to be at such an aggressive position, but in the meantime, look at the Reyna's position. Picks one, she has an ultimate, she goes back again to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also land a kill, but no, a lot of kills missed from, a lot of bullets missed from Killmonger. That's going to be a 3k, and it's all up to the last person standing. That's going to be Alpha Gamer X. That's going to be the Sova, and Sova is also missing a lot of shots, but that's going, the Cypher is going to be missing a lot of shots, and it's going to be the opponent clone Cypher taking him out, and that's going to be the 7th point online for the side of JP Tuskers. And JP Tuskers slowly coming back point by point, but they do not have any breathing chances here, because with match point online, even a single mistake will be very costly.
Yeah, I mean, you only have one shot, and right now JP Tuskers, they're taking the shot. They're only 5 rounds behind, but at the same time, BMS IT, they only need 1 round. 1 round, and they'll be walking away with the first match for themselves. That's a really good confidence boost going on into the tournament. But at the same time, JP Tuskers, they're not gonna make it easy. They're not gonna give up. They are gonna make BMS work really, really hard. And looks like the defenders are right now in a really tough spot. Ooh, Void actually gets a kill on to Sova there. For a sec, I thought that Sova might actually get the free kill on the stage, but it was actually Void covering for him, and Easy Life with a frag on to Cypher there.
With a kill, and again, Reyna is going to be picking a lot of kills for his team, and that's going to be the important opening that they needed and put themselves in an advantage. Yes, that initial kill pushing through a smoke was punished from the side of defenders, but right now they need to be worried about different angles. But there will be Banksy picking up a kill on the opponent Void as well and bringing it back to a 2v2 situation. The attackers need to be worried because there's two ultimates, and one of which is Resurrection gets instantly used, and also the ultimate which will be used for information, the backside will be revealed, and that's going to yield trouble because they know one person's location. They need to be just worried about the second guy, and if they get his position, that's going to be a good night for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. 1 HP on the Cypher. Cypher needs to survive for long, but no saves. Void with the 3k, and they know the last person surviving. They're trying to play out as much as time as possible, but no, Phoenix cannot survive for his team, and that's going to be BMSIT Steelers walking away with the first match as victory.
Defenders win.
BMSIT Steelers, man, that was a really good game coming in from them. I mean, the way they just played from the beginning of the round, beginning of the match, Killmonger especially was just going ham. So yeah, congratulations to them. This map going into their favor, but nevertheless, it's gonna be Easy Life that's gonna walk away with the match MVP there with 27 kills and 15 deaths. That is just too good. I mean, he also has 8 entry frags. That is for 8 first splits. That is just insane. He deserves all the credit. I mean, you kind of have to give credit where it's due, right? But on the side of BMSIT Steelers, Killmonger 22-13, Alpha Gamer X 18-14, Tarang 1007, 11 frags for himself, and Banksy sitting on 12, Void sitting on 11 kills. I mean, all of that was a really good balanced out team. Killmonger, although they did come in with only 1 duelist, that was a really good gameplay coming in from their side. On the attacking, they kind of did a really good job, I could say. But on the defense, it was kind of iffy. But at the end, they did manage to pull things off.
I did say, I mean, they did have 2 duelists. Maybe they'll be able to pull it off. They did put up a really good show, JP Tuskers, on the attacking half, but their defense is what mattered. That is, as I said, if they did have a 7-5 and the number of rounds they brought back on defense, that's going to be 4. That would have pushed them to 9 rounds at least on the second half, and they could have pushed it to a very close matchup, maybe in an overtime. But it was just Easy Life pushing things further for his team. You can see 27 kills and always making sure that him being the duelist, did all the first bloods for his team. Took out 8 people in the start. That's going to be really amazing. With a 430 average combat score, he popped off insane for his team. But nonetheless, that's going to be JP Tuskers going out of the match right now with a loss. But on the other end, BMSIT Steelers, they'll be really happy because the play that they did, Killmonger, man, got a beautiful round with a judge, jump and judge hit. Man, I really love that because at point, it was just 10 seconds on the clock. The attackers were rushing into side. Killmonger was still on side. He understood and read that sound cue and directly went right in the face of the Sage and found the second Cypher as well and bought that kill back for his team. And that's how we want. Your teammates need to be at the right position. I think kind of lucky for certain rounds and also was at the right time from the side of the BMSIT Steelers team. And that is the kind of play that we look forward to from all these teams as well as agents that they pick with. But as we said initially, not having that controller, not having smokes for you to push back the brute force coming from the attackers, or even when you were at defense, you need that smoker, and that played a vital role here. Because of that deficit, we saw JP Tuskers going out.
I mean, that is one of the reasons why it was kind of hard for them to make a comeback into the game. I mean, right from the start, having no smokes is always an issue. I mean, maybe like if you had a jet at least, jet smokes last for 4 seconds. So even that cloud burst would have helped you out. But yeah, that's going to be it from match number 1. Wonderful gameplay coming in from both the teams, but it's going to be BMSIT Steelers. They're going to be the winners of the match number 1. It was map of Ascent, by the way. And we still have 3 more matches, guys. So me and Lucy will be back. I mean, we're just going to be back after a really, really short break, by the way.
Yep. See you on the other side. From 2 corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Rena at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that right back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger. Beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on there. I don't get it that much because just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, So imagine on an eco, they're gonna be not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta and the heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Not it that much. Because, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, So imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta and the heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Not it that much. Because, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, So imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta and the heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Not it that much. Because, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, So imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill and for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the angle. Not it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill and for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the angle. Not it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready! It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill and for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the angle. Not it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger. Beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger. Beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting a little low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden, finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger directly into garden, finds a second one, is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger misses his shots, not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through and for both these opponents. But in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment. But in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that running back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger. Beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, it's just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void. They
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through. And for both these opponents, but in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment, but in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that right back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through. And for both these opponents, but in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment, but in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that right back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good time, but it's gonna be Sutta under heaven. So, this is not looking good for them. Oh man, gets one, gets another one. Actually, that was Banksy that's getting really low on health. He's gonna stick the defuse, but it's gonna be really easy for Void.
The first opening frag, and he's pushing directly into garden. Finds a second this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger directly into garden. Finds a second one. Is pushing all the way to CT. There's no stopping this man at this moment, but there's going to be one more person that can be met with. That's going to be Killmonger. Killmonger misses his shots. Not sure why this time. That's going to be the third kill for that Reyna. Reyna is looking forward to take down this Sage right now, right this time, but the spike also goes through. And for both these opponents, but in the meantime, look at the angle being held from
Killmonger. Ready? It's gonna be a beautiful. Gets a double. Now the side is in the hands of Phoenix. He's gonna go down.
to defend his spawn, but this time will be caught out. Maybe also landing
On to Cypher there.
with a kill landing for the side of JP Tuskers, and JP Tuskers needs to survive as long as possible. One from two corners, but look at the Cypher. He's holding a very good angle. He finds that Reyna at the right moment, but in the meantime, the Phoenix is trying to play out. Cypher pushes out to mid.
Yep, that right back was actually useful indeed at the end. He did get a couple of information, but Killmonger, beautiful headshot on the Cypher and the Phoenix there, and also Alpha Gamer on the end. Got it that much. Because, you know, just the weaponry, man. I mean, even with full buys, JP Tuskers seem to be struggling, you know. So, imagine on an eco, they're gonna be, you know, not having a really good.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. That was just a break, and now we'll be heading right into match 2. So, now with match 1 done, Edge, that was an interesting match. It did come up close. Both the teams did have answers in a couple of rounds, and we saw it did get interesting. But beyond a point, it was BMS, my bad. BMS realizing what they had to do and close that in terms of a victory. They got it really well. Yes, they were losing a couple of rounds, but now heading into the match too, I'm curious whether teams will bring it back to an overtime. I mean, overtime is long overdue. I'm pretty sure the viewers are excited to see what we'll be having, and I'm hoping for an overtime.
Yep, I mean, the first match was pretty intense, and I'm pretty sure the second match is going to be just as intense, if not much more. So, MIT Impetus, they're going to be going on head to head against BITS Hyderabad Rampages, and it's going to be the map of Ascent as well. And I know you guys can see me, all smiling and grinning here because Hyderabad
Hurting.
guys. No, that's not it. It's the Hyderabad as well.
Oh,
BITS. Bits. I
okay.
know a lot of people from Bits. I've been to Bits.
Ah.
I've played multiple games there, LANs with friends. I'm pretty sure I'll see some familiar faces. But yeah, Bits Hyderabad Rampages. The name's pretty dope, guys. I hope the gameplay is dope as well. Because please, do not let me down here, guys. Do not let me down. But I'm pretty sure MIT Impetus, they're gonna put on one hell of a show as well. So this is gonna be really interesting to watch. So let me just take a quick look at the agent lineup here. I mean, the map is SN once again, so Asova is uncalled for anyway. I mean, it goes without saying. I'm really sorry, it's not uncalled for. But yeah, Sans picking up that Sova, I guess. Godkill will be picking up the Phoenix. Pretty basic again. KJ, Omen, we are still waiting on one of the soft picks there. But on the side of the defenders there, that is the MIT Impetus, they have picked up a Jet. I mean, they're gonna pick up a Jet. Sova, Sage, Reyna, and Omen. Once again, a pretty basic lineup, but just talking about basic. Hyderabad, they are going to switch
Select
things
your
up.
agent.
They might be going in with 2 initiators and Jet. So Jet makes sense because they're going to be having Breach, who has 2 flashes, I guess. 3 flashes, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 flashes, Jet, and Omen. That's a really, really good combo if you ask me, Lucy.
Flash and Dash is the game. Edge, Flash and Dash is the game. And I'm pretty sure you will be relating to this because you being a Jet main, you have a flasher in your team, you're going to completely peek out. Whether it's your Bladestorm or your Operator, you're going to get an advantage for your team. And if that's what they'll be able to pull off, I will be really happy from the attackers. And yes, they do have 2 initiators. One will give them a lot of information, another will let them enable them, I would say, to enter a side. And if they manage to play it out really well, they will be able to grasp a lot of rounds. And now you can see both the teams, they've not let gone of a controller. They understand how important smokes are, how important closing off angles is, and I'm pretty sure both these teams are ready for the matchup. But who will be starting out fast, who will be attacking their opponent within a jiffy or not, is what we'll be seeing as the screens drop, and we'll be seeing the pistol round roll out. But in the meantime, who are you rooting for? I'm pretty sure with your start you are excited to see Hyderabad, but anything else, do you want to switch over to MIT Impetus or not?
I mean, I want to stick with Bits for now. I mean, don't call me biased, but yeah, I mean, I really don't know any of these players, but just because they are from Hyderabad, I think I might be rooting for Bits Hyderabad Rampages, at least for this particular matchup here. Maybe after this particular match, maybe my opinions change. But for now, Gaza with a beautiful shot. Oh, even in death, he did deal a lot of damage onto that Sova there.
They deal a lot of damage. It's back to a 4v4, but look at the defenders. They're pushed out all the way from B, and they're looking forward to backstab the attackers. They'll be successful. They'll be taking out 2 people. Now it's all up to the Breach who's surviving. He's trying to do a triple kill, does a lot of damage, but look at the third kill coming from the Sage. She's going to take him out, and the attackers, very unfortunate, close them off, wall them in. I mean, that was surprising to see. The side of MIT Impetus using their wall late in the round, or I'm not sure. I didn't think it was a rush towards trees. It was A main as well as a short rush that came through, but walling off and closing the others away What a beautiful play coming in from MIT Impetus. And if this is the kind of strategy I look forward to seeing in the next rounds coming through, I think MIT Impetus might be having a difficult play going forward.
So yeah, I mean, I'll take that as you are rooting for my team for this as of now. Oh, but that's a beautiful shot coming in from Omen onto the Reina. There are multiple, I mean, double right clicks and boom, that's all you need. That's a earlier man disadvantage for the side of for the side of Bits Hyderabad actually. Oh wait, that was Bits Hyderabad. Okay, my bad, my bad. I might have misread that for a sec. But yeah, it's gonna be two players going down. Now for Bits Hyderabad Rampages, they are unable to, cause any rampages right now. But Gaza will make sure he gets one before going down in the hands of Killjoy. Now, oh my god, Lucy. How did this happen? I mean, it was supposed to be a full eco round, all classics. But now it's a 4v1 situation. Black Reaper, the only one that gets one. He's going to go down in the hands of Pond. Absolutely pawning Black Reaper there. That's going to be the round. Going in the favor of my team for this. And now Lucy 1-1. That was a really good round coming in. I don't want to say an eco because that was kind of forced eco. But yeah, that was a really good round coming in from MIT. They played it really, really smart, really, really slow. And Bits Hyderabad Rampages, once again, they were being a little bit overconfident and they just pushed and that kind of hit them hard.
They were trying to spray and pray, and that's where I think they fell short of it. I mean, very unfortunate that it happened, but this did give an advantage for the side of MIT Impetus. They did play it out smart, and you can again see they're kind of divided and playing this game. They're looking forward to a rush and a mistake coming from the side of Bits, and if it happens again, they're going to punish it real hard because right now they have advantage in terms of weaponry, and you can see already a little bit of a damage dealt with, and I think it's not going to be long as the jet goes down. There's going to be another push coming through. Two people that go down to Sova and get punished for their push from B main, and that's very unfortunate, and they've lost already 3 people on the defender's end.
Oof, boy. Bits Hyderabad, this is not looking good for them, but this is kind of an eco for them now, and they kind of try to do what MIT Impetus did, but it did not work out in their favor, and now it's gonna be the spike completely. It's gonna be a free plant. So yeah, 2 players on towards the mid and CT there. That's a free kill for God Kill. That's going to be all on Soar right now. Maybe get a couple of victory tracks because clutching out a 1v5 is a bit too much to ask for. And his position is also revealed right now. Gaza, he's towards that market area. And I think God Kill will be the one getting the kill onto the Soar there. If I'm not wrong, in 3, 2, 1. It's all going to be on the timings. Never mind. It's going to be the other way around. Gaza with a beautiful headshot there with the classic. Takes down God Kill. And now he's in a 1v4 situation. He might just get 1 or 2 kills. That's a beautiful paranoia coming in. And he did manage to take 1 down before going down in the hands of Reset. So that's a really good round for Sova, I guess. Taking on 2 other players, damaging a bit of the economy. But it's not gonna deal a lot of damage to the economy. It puts a minor dent. I mean, take a look at that economy already. Lucy, they already have a lot of money in the bank. They can afford to lose the next 2 rounds and still, afford to buy up.
Yep, I mean, very unfortunate for Bits. They did deal a little bit of damage, as you said. It's going to be just like not even a setback, but something that maybe a kind of a hair pick from their end that would have just hurt for a second. But nonetheless, MIT Impetus have a really good start. But now this is going to be the very important round from the side of Bits Hyderabad Rampages. They need to make sure they convert this. There's going to be an owl drone revealing Deva's position. Deva needs to run away from this. There'll be a fault line which will hit him really hard. And now he's trying to back off, but with the cloudburst, will pull him back to safety.
Ooh. Down to 51 points of health, but Sage is right there to heal him, and that is really fortunate going into his favor right now. But once again, MIT Impetus, man, they are switching things up. They keep switching the pace, trying to keep Bits Hyderabad Rampages guessing, and not really. Ooh, Gaza, that was a bit awkward to watch. He would try to spray through the wall there with the voting, but he gets caught out in the open and God Kill. Gets a kill on the Sage. That's going to be a man advantage for the side of MIT, but doesn't... Oh, what was that? Breach? Yeah, Breach goes down out in the open. Oh, no. How did that happen? Super user with a super spray? Now, it's going to be him landing another beautiful headshot onto Sid P4. That's the clone of Omen on the side of MIT. And now, the Rampages, that was a really clean round coming in from them as well.
Super user indeed he is. I mean, he completely shut down the opponent there. I mean, you did see the breach flashing out those green boxes, but he thought nobody will be very close to that brown pillar, I would say. I mean, very unfortunate for the breach as well as the KJ. KJ was way back. KJ had a chance. KJ knew that his own breach was taken down. She did pull off the rifle, but she did not land the shot on Super User. Very unfortunate. Again, an Odin pulled out. Odin spray coming through from Gaza. Gaza is trying to spray and pray to get a kill, but unfortunately, it's not going to deal even the slightest damage on the opponent. But on the other end, good kill. The Jet will pick a kill on the Reyna.
Yep, that is a man advantage for the side of MIT right now. Rampages, they need to play it slow right now because they're already manned down and it's still pretty early in the round. I mean, 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock. It is not looking good. Oh, that's gonna be a really interesting round because that out did not catch Sova, and he's gonna take advantage of that. Full advantage has been taken. Super User once again, like, you know, in the side. Gets one. He's gonna go down in the hands of KJ. Pawn gets a kill on the Sova. Right now, it's gonna be a 2 versus 2. Killjoy is really low. That's gonna be Killjoy using the lockdown there, but it really doesn't matter because they will be taking him down, and the lockdown might actually go down as well. Oh, wait, are they just gonna let it pop? Yep, so that's gonna be the spike planted. That's a free spike. I don't know why they will let that happen. Maybe he did not know that breach was on site, so it kind of makes sense. He did not want to take that 1-on-1 fight, but now it's a 2v1 situation. Breach does have a really good angle. He does only have one flash left. That might be an issue here.
It's going to be a really issue because there's going to be a lot of utilities from the defenders. Yes, the Jet will get flashed. Jet will be remain on the second lane. But look at this ring roses, but that will only work for the Jet. Very unfortunate. Going around the box, the breach did have a good chance, but they were just really good in HP and did also have kind of a half shield, if you would see right now. With 26 on the shield, he was really comfortable in terms of health, but on the breach end, he was just at 40 HP, and they were used it on his advantage. And Jet finally managed to clutch it, but it did bring it back to a nail-biting situation from the side of defenders, because even though the Sage was not flashed, she managed to push in but did not get a kill. So that was going to be nerve-wracking for Jet if she did not get that conversion or get that round back. But with that round, they'll be able to pull themselves into a lead, and that lead is where the side of Bits Hyderabad Rampages will have a slight bit of a confidence boost. And we can see still an Odin online from the side of the defenders, but this time it looked like it was in the hands of the Reyna.
It did. I mean, once again, Bits Hyderabad Rampages once again getting that advantage, but now Awesome Quake. That was all about the timing, by the way. I mean, the Omen, unfortunately, he was looking at the B main, but then at the last second, he did look at the other side. That's a full shot coming in from Daber. What the hell was that flick? He just stabbed. Someone called Forsaken. Was that word.exe? That was just too good. That was just too crisp, man. And God Kill once again lands a beautiful headshot on the Daber. But I think he's gonna go down right now. Yep, Awesome Quake with a beautiful triple kill to his name. But what the hell was that from Daver? Was that... Did I glitch out? Or did he make us glitch out there, Lucy?
He made us glitch out for sure there. I mean, that was really amazing. Reyna pushing out, taking that call for his teammate, also pushing out himself from trees. That's just played really well from Jet as well as Reyna in that round. If they did not manage to play it together, Reyna would have gone down, and they could have also pulled back from B side, because pushing out from B side, that meant that the B side was kind of an unstable situation there. And if the attackers managed to rush in, that would have been good. But look at the brightest side. The side of attackers have been pushed into an eco. That's the best part of this round. And now MIT Impetus look like they're in trouble, because with the 2-round lead from the side of Hyderabad Rampages, they're looking forward to carry it again. And with that weaponry advantage, they might be able to do it, as Reyna finds the first kill on the second one and already pushed into B main.
Yep, I mean, they're just riding the momentum right now. It's also the eco coming in from MIT, so Bits Hyderabad, that's nothing to worry about, right? This should be a really easy round going into their favor. It's already a 2v4. There's only Breach and KJ available, and they do not have any of their ultimates as well. And Awesome Quake, he might be running into the crosshair of Pawn here. Oh, what? How did he miss that? Killjoy will make sure that he does not miss. He does not miss his shot, with the Sheriff landing a beautiful headshot onto Awesome, and he might actually get the kill out of Sage. Sorry, that was a Jet. But yeah, never mind. This guy is on fire right now. He gets his 8th That's going to be the fifth round on the board for the side of Bits, Hyderabad Rampages. And the pause being caught. Oh, yeah, it's a tech pause actually. Says disconnected. So, this might be a really good time for us to have a word, and at the same time, we might, also think about a few ways what these teams might have to do to come back into the game. I mean, MIT Impetus and also Bits Hyderabad Rampages. Both of these teams look really, really strong, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. Both of these teams look really strong. MIT Impetus started it really well, but then Bets Hyderabad Rampages had answers and they made a comeback. And as we said, it's going to be a kind of defense favored map, and the defenders need to pull it really well in their favor. And that's what the defense is doing right now, playing it out, getting a 3-round advantage, and they're looking forward to carry it further. But the attackers, if they manage to bring it to a 7-5 situation, going for defense with a similar kind of a lineup, and also having a breach as well as a killjoy in terms of a sentinel and an initiator, might yield a better advantage in terms of defense, because as they're trying to enter a site, that killjoy with a nanoswarm can delay and also get them down there if there's two nanoswarm lined together either at first lane or at A main itself. And if somebody tries to enter, if they think that they can just spray and run there, pretty sure the nanoswarm going to catch them, and that's going to be a advantage for the side of defenders in the second half. Yes, not yet. I'm just we are just brainstorming here, but in the moment we'll wait for the person to come back. But in the meantime, Edge, do you think MIT Impetus have answers? They do have double initiator. This is what I talked about, having two initiators. They do have kind of a powerhouse there, a Sova and a breach flash as well as an informant, but they need to play it out smart. Right now, it does not look like the Sova and breach are in synchronous or do have synergy. What do you think? Is there a chance that the side of MIT Impetus can make a comeback here?
There is. I mean, there's definitely a chance. I mean, the game's not done yet. I mean, it's not over until it's over. They're just 3 rounds behind. We're still in the first half, and if you take a good look at the agent lineup once again, it's the side with only one duelist, and at the same time, they kind of should have the advantage. On the attacking side because of those 3 flashes, but at the same time, I think they might have a really good advantage on the defensive side as well, because they can use those flashes to push and at the same time play those anti-eco rounds really, really well. Having that killjoy under those round onto the side, and also playing Sova. Maybe Sova should play mid. That will give a really good game. And Breach flashing in for Jet every time that he decides to push. That might be the play that MIT Impetus might be looking forward to. But I'm pretty sure Bits Hyderabad Rampages have already predicted this, because if we can do this, they can also do it, right? And at the same time, they're doing really, really well on that Reina and Jet as well. They are giving those entry frags, and they're not scared. They're not scared to push. They're not scared to hold. They are just going ham right now. So if MIT Impetus wants to make a comeback, first thing they need to do is take a tactical timeout. Second thing, what they need to do is make good use of those flashes, because I see those flashes being wasted or not being utilized
Yes,
at all.
true.
They kind of need to use and put that to good use.
I agree with you, Edge. On point you were. I mean, we need those flashes in action. This recon is not giving information. Shock does hurt the Sage there. I mean, sorry, the Jet there, but that is the only thing. But with this Rolling Thunder being used from the breach, this is going to be really good. Super User uses this from the shadows to run away from sight, to put himself into CT. He'll be hit by that, but his life is still saved. But nonetheless, advantage for the side of attackers. They've used, I guess, 2 ultimates there, but they need to make sure they get the round as well, because with 3 rounds in terms of disadvantage, they need to bring it back. The spike goes down, but in the meantime, it comes back to a 4v4 situation. Cross it off, it's going to be a 3v4 situation, and attackers are looking like they're in trouble.
Grounded.
Oh my god, with a beautiful headshot, I guess another one of those saves as well. It's going to go down in the hands of Super User. It's a 2v2 situation. 30 seconds on the clock. That's up. Gets a kill on the killjoy with a beautiful kill with the Odin there, but Super User once again comes to save the day for his team. Once again, getting the final headshot on to Sitpi for the Omen of the side on the side of MIT Impetus. Man, this Super User is just too good with his aim, with his Omen gameplay, and also the skins. I mean, he has some 6 skins. Oni Phantom and Reva Sheriff. They look dope, by the way, Lucy.
Kind of aimbot, I would say. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will like, yes, they're aimbot. This guy's correct, but it's just the mentality, guys. You can get better, because the sounds, the animations, they're just pretty damn cool, and it'll just boost your confidence and morale when you're playing, and that's what it happens. But right now, the main thing is MIT Impetus lost their full buy round. They did have a chance to pull it back, but losing that round is a costly matter. But in the meantime, two people already lost in the start. Awesome Quake. This Reyna has no fear.
One enemy
Pushing out
remaining.
from B main like this is just crazy. And all the way at A, Super User picks one kill, but he'll eventually go down and they'll put a stop to it. They might be able to put the spike down, but look at that Odin right on the face, and the head popped out from that Sova Gaza. What is this team?
I mean-
With Hyderabad Rampages, they're on a clean rampage.
They are on a rampage indeed. 5-round lead already going into the 10th round. But yeah, awesome Quake. You know, there's Quake in his name, and he's absolutely, you know, putting that tremors all over the place there. I mean, he keeps pushing. Doesn't matter if it's A, doesn't matter if it's B, doesn't matter if it's mid. He is the one constantly pushing it. I don't know why my team is not reading that, because he has pushed the 9 rounds. Out of 9, I think he pushed 8 rounds. And even now you see he's just pushing mid. See, that's basically a free kill. No one is even watching his back right there. So if these people, I mean the players inside of a team can just predict this, that should be a really easy kill. But look at this, the positioning was absolutely terrible from Super User. This time Point gets a kill on the Dever with the Ghost. Now that's the 2-man advantage inside of Team, and that was the advantage that they had in a really long time. Black Reaper gets one sit before, pulls it back, gets a kill on the Reaper. Now it's all on Sova, 1 versus 4, the Odin. Can he make it work? That aftershock, ooh, he's gonna deal a bit of damage, but not much. You know, maybe, I mean, after that nerf, that's not dealing a lot of damage. So yeah, God kill, he's in a really good spot. Gaza will actually be using his recon, and that's just
Oh,
that's a good recon, but it's not gonna spot anyone as of now. Lucy.
yeah. That's a really good recon edge, but very unfortunate for his end, because look at the attackers. They're just having great crossfires. Yes, it's going to be a classic with the rifle crossfire, but again, why did he have to peek? That's going to be one person going down, but in the meantime, a crossfire very close to heaven will yield that kill that they wanted, and it's going to be rifle upgrades for the whole team for free without letting any kind of economy damage. Yes, a couple of people went down, but they did still have only pistols to play with. But that was a really good round that the side of attack is converted. Yes, it was a jet utility along with Breach's ultimate coming through with flashes. They played it really smart there, and that was a very important round they brought back. And if they can do something like that on an eco round, there's a lot more in terms of capability and capacity that the side of MIT Impetus can pull back. And as I said, if they manage to bring it back to a 7-5, we might see a very close matchup when they go into defense.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, the potential that MIT Impetus have are is really high. But oh no, is he gonna be spammed to the wall? He is gonna be spammed to the wall indeed. God kill with a beautiful kill. Double kill actually. Oh no, he was caught off guard there. And Super User! Okay, that was sick. That is sick again. Gets a triple for himself. Oh no, that was a really bad idea, I guess. God kill. He might actually get this kill onto Super User. Now pulling it back. Black Reaper actually pulls it back into a 1 versus 2 right now. And Blaze Storm activated on the side of Jet. That is there. Now it's all on Shoulder. Trying classes 1v2. But how did this happen? This was not supposed to happen. The spike is already all dropped on towards the side. And Killjoy, he does have the lockdown available, but the operator is going to be in play towards that lane area. And Black Reaper, he's watching that B main right now. So this is not going to be an easy read. This is not going to be an easy take for Killjoy. And he's gonna give away his position with the turret right there. And that lockdown is actually gonna... I think he's gonna detain Jet there, and he's actually running out. Ooh, that was smart. That was smart indeed. He kind of has to run really quick, but I think he's gonna go down in the hands of Sage. Nevermind, he's gonna make his way into the side now. Daver, he kind of has to make his way back into the side. He's gonna go down. Nevermind, he's actually sitting on 9 points of health. He is gonna be the one that might, you know, take the first shot here, but actually he's healing himself back to 4 points of health. Nevermind, he misses all the blades. And oh, that. I don't know, man. I was seeing. I mean, we were taking a look at the Jet's POV. I think Sage absolutely riffed there, and I don't think Awesome Quake is happy about that at all, Lucy.
Not a bit. Awesome Quake is not a bit happy about that. That was a round that they could have pulled back. That was the second chance that this Jet had got there because of Sage with the resurrection alive and still not getting that round back. Very unfortunate for the side of Hyderabad Rampages, but nonetheless, they are still at advantage. They are 3 rounds in the lead and they should be able to play it off. But with that operator picked off, Pond will take out the Jet with that operator right on his face. That's going to be a really important kill coming from the attackers on defense, and that's going to be a really good start. As two Owl drones cross each other, they might be able to see the Sage, but no, they miss right at the proper moment. But nonetheless, they have got an advantage. They need to play it smart. They do have an Hunter's Fury for the post-plant situation, but their Super User is still alive for his team. But this time Super User misses his shot. It's going to be a war. He's going to pick up that kill and get his team to a better advantage and got kill. He's looking like he does not want to leave advantage away as he's picked up the third one.
That was a really good round once again coming in from MIT Impetus. I think they have finally gotten that confidence back, and it's the last one of the first half. So this might be the one that they need. The momentum, they need to ride the momentum as well. Ooh, just to say that Gaza with a beautiful flying there gets a kill on the Killjoy, and the recon might give away his position, and Breach actually misses the shot. He might actually get the kill with the shotgun as well, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Gaza gets the kill on the pawn, but God the heck gets the kill on the Black Reaper. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 right now, and it's going to be Sans killing his opponent clone there. Now MIT Impetus, I am pretty sure they're confident. 7-5. I mean, they should have, to be honest, it should have been, what, 93 once again, because of the previous round. Super User did a really good job, but I think that was just really unfortunate. So nevertheless, MIT, fortunate enough for them, it's going to be 5-7 2 rounds lead for the side of Bits Hyderabad Rampages. And now they will be moving on to the attackers side. So this is going to be interesting to watch, because I really wanted to see MIT Impetus with that particular lineup play on the defense, Lucy.
I agree with you. Now they do have a really good lineup, and just like how awesome Quake that Reyna was pushing in from B main, even though in defense they can do it better this time for this reason that they do have a flasher. That's going to be their breach, and if they manage to use that breach along with the Jet really well, Jet can go into attackers spawn within a blink of an eye, and they need to make sure they use it really well. But in the moment, it looks to be a split play coming from the side of attackers, and that's being read well from the defenders as well. You can see they are holding a crossfire there. There's a lot of shots that have been sent across, but the defender will deal a lot of damage. Awesome Quake starts things off with a quick 2k, and he's going to clear mid completely for his taking.
That was an insane 2k, man. It was just running into their faces, and he must get a turn. That's a beautiful headshot. He just casually says hi to Sova's head there, pops it off. Oh wait, okay, KJ is really low. He might be on for the 4k here, and now I think Jet will be interested in taking that kill. Yep, Jet. I mean, they're just popping heads. Doesn't matter who it is, they're popping heads. Now it's all unknown to clutch it 1v5. I mean, there's no way he's gonna clutch it, right? I mean, it's really hard, but actually he does make it work. Gets one on Sova. He's down to 35 points of health, so I think this round is done. That's it, going in the favor of Bishara Rampages. I think Super User will be the one getting the kill under the clone. There, that was 5 headshots, by the way. I think no. Actually, the first kill from Reyna was a body shot. Apart from that, everything else, all headshots, Lucy.
Yep. The first shot, maybe the whole team could have gone a clean headshot over there. But yes, nonetheless, Reyna opened it really well. I mean, taking mid control so early, especially in the pistol round, landing those quick 2 shots and taking out the defenders itself, even though they were on a crossfire. Yes, that recon bolt did reveal them, but after that, they did not go in for repositioning themselves. Rather than took on the fight on the face of the attackers, and I think that's where they fell short of it, because of which an anti-eco benefiting the side of Bits Hyderabad Rampages, already with the lead, will walk away with 3 rounds in terms of lead. Let's see if they'll be able to pull it to 9 rounds, or it will be the side of MIT Impetus pulling it back. But they were again starting things off. Even though with the nerf, there will be an aftershock kill coming in from the defenders, but it doesn't matter as the attackers are on a rampage. As I said, they're just moving into side. Awesome Quake will spot out the Omen. He's going to take him out, and it's all up to Killjoy all the way at A.
Oof, man. How did this turn around once again, Bits? Bits. They are just, tearing MIT Impetus into bits right now. Wait, I just noticed something. I don't know, might be stupid, but yeah, Bits. B-I-T-M-I-T. Okay, that was just stupid, guys. I know, just trying to do something with the names there. But anyway,
there are going to be a lot of people spamming right now, Edge, on you.
I'm pretty sure I'm being trolled here and there. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, that was a really a good round once again. Clean round coming in from Bitside, a bad rampages. But I think this is going to be the round that MIT Impetus might make a comeback again. That's a beautiful recon, a god recon. He's going to spot one of the players. But apart from that, everyone else, he's in really good hands. Oh, he just walks right in. Oh, what? Awesome Quake. He doesn't care who's in the site. He's going to put a Quake on the entire server, and he just completely shook up all the players, and I think he didn't land a shot on the god kill. He was ready for that. And no, what? How? Okay, I thought for a sec that Super User might actually go down, but never mind. He's gonna escape, and he's gonna get back to safety right now.
Yep, he has to get back to safety, but it's back to a 3v3 situation. Super User does not care, sits inside, takes a TP back to safety, but in the meantime, God Kill will find a kill and bring it back to a 2v2 situation. With Super User staying alive, this man has done a lot in the defense half also, and in attack he's doing it. It comes to back to a 1v1. The Sova is looking forward to a knife jump, managed to jump, but with a slither of an HP, and it looks like Super User does not care. He's going to get the 3k, and he's going to be really happy about that because he's put his team to double digits, and that's going to be BIT Hyderabad Rampages on double digits, very close to match point right now. And if they manage to pull it to match point, MIT Impetus, even though they had kind of a better first half, looking at their defense, it's crumbling completely in the hands of BIT Hyderabad Rampages.
Be a bit summoned there on a roll right now. Fire on lead, already reaching that double digit score line there. And MIT Impetus is going to be another weaker round. And for them to make a comeback right now, they really need this round or the round after. Because, you know, without that, they might actually get closer to the match one as well. But Black Reaper and Super User, they have other plans. They have other plans in head. And actually, they're going to get the kill. And Sid PA actually gets the kill on the Awesome Quake. Oh, look at that Sova! The plays, man. The bombs on Sova to make that kind of play, get the kill on the Super User, eventually gets it out. And now Black Reaper will be closing things off with the Sovereign 2.0 Vandal there. Oh wait, that was Revo Vandal, I'm sorry, from Sage. Get the kill on the KJ there. But apart from that, you know, 11 to 5, MIT Impetus, this is not looking good for them. This is not looking good for them at all.
A flood of bodies, Edge. A flood of bodies right at mid. Yes, it was kind of, I would say, an eco round from the defense, but they just rushed into mid and went directly into the crosshairs of the Rampages. And Rampages, the name goes it, I might be repeating a lot of times, but look at the way they're playing, Edge. They're just walking into positions that should not be allowed to be in terms of an advantage, but this time they get punished for it. It's going to be a god kill, picking up a very important kill on that Rena. Awesome Quake going down. That means MIT Impetus do have a really good chance. His location was revealed by the owl drone, but he has also made his way into sight. Sova at a very good position on backside will pick up one kill, but Logs has been red from god kill. Black Reaper will pick that kill, but Sands, he is going crazy on backside. They know his position, but still unable to pick him off. But in the meantime, Super User on the lurk, no use this time.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, okay, that was good. But yeah, 11 to 6 now. MIT Impetus, they pulled it back. There was a buy round, and they did everything that they can to pull that round back, and they did pull the round back as well. Now they're 5 round. They only have a 5 round lead once again beside the bad Rampages. MIT Impetus, they might be feeling it right now. They only need 5 more rounds to make a comeback. They need 6 for the match point, and they only need 7. If you just think about that, it's not that scary. But you kind of have to keep in mind that BIT Hyderabad only need 2 to walk away the winners here. And that's a beautiful flash coming in, but Awesome Quake is just too awesome for the flashes. He pawned, and another beautiful kill on the god kill. Oh no, man. Awesome Quake. He's just too good with these shots. He gets another one onto Omen. Can someone stop? Yeah, exactly. Can someone put, I don't know, brakes on this guy's pedals? Man, he is just running and just tapping away heads here and there, man. He's just too good.
Too good it is, but right now it looks like the Rampages will be on match point because they get the spike down. They are, in terms of advantage in the number of players they have, two people that too. And right now a good call from the side of defense would be to either save or play with their Hunter's Fury and try to pick off a couple of positions or information that they can fight with. But with this wall, a very cheeky wall, they do have a better positioning. They runs out at the right point and picks off that Killjoy, and now it's all for the picking. Sans has nowhere to run because with that Killjoy going down, he's open to a lot of rifles coming his
Match
way, and
point.
that's what happens as it's going to be a match points from the side of Hyderabad Rampagers. Bits look like they have this in control and they're going to be taking this away to a 13-6 and edge. This has been the scorecard throughout the 5 matches, no, 6 matches right now that we have seen from day 1 to day 2. This
Hmm.
is the max. It's either a 13-0 or a 13-6 or a 13-5. I'm looking forward to some teams pulling it off more, getting it to double digits from both these teams. But will there be an answer from MIT Impetus?
I mean, it looks like there might be an answer because right now it looks like they're actually confident, but they were. Oh no, he's constantly breaking the confidence of MIT Impetus. He's completely destroying them. So once again, awesome quick. What the hell? Okay, that was Word.exe coming into play, and oh, he on JJ, but oh wait, it's actually gonna be Pawn getting the kill on Awesome King. Now the spike is planted as well. 45 seconds on the clock. Gamer gets a beautiful headshot on his Killjoy there. 2v4 situation. Actually make that 2v4. He's gonna get the final kill on the Sid P4. That's gonna be the end of match number 2. 13-6 going into the favor of Bits. Hyderabad Rampagers. That is a really good, really good scoreline coming in from them. I mean, MS team, but they kind of did their best, but at the same time, it's gonna be Bits Hyderabad Rampagers doing it all. And for a sec, okay, I think it's Godkill that was the MVP, right? Yeah, I think Godkill got the MVP of the match just because of that average combat score, 284, and KDA. That's actually really good, 1774, and also 4 first plus. That's really good. But on the other hand, awesome Quake, man. Reyna's, every time we see a Reyna, I mean, if you see two Reynas, one of them is on top, one of them is on the bottom. But every time we see one Reyna, he's usually on the top, Lucy. That's been the trend right now. And that's exactly what Awesome Quake is doing. 19-13, that's really dominant. But on the other hand, Super User, we did not expect an Omen to be this dominant, this dominant in a map of Ascent. I mean, it's just not the smokes and the plays he was making, it was the aim deals. He was just too good, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, just like you said, in the side of Bits Hyderabad Rampages, they did have players that they could complement each other in terms of aim duels as well as utility plays. But on the side of MIT Impetus, they fell a little bit short. You can see the difference from a duelist to a sentinel. They kind of look to complement each other, but everybody else not that great. The Sova, the Initiator, Breach as well. We did not see a lot of outplays. The flashes were missing the opponent. They were able to dodge it. Even the Rolling Thunder, they were able to make their way out of it, dodge it, and get the round back. Very unfortunate, even with the buff in terms of the Rolling Thunder that the Breach has got, they were not able to pull. But one thing that we have to look forward for was Awesome Quake's play. Awesome Quake never stopped. This man had no breaks. He was like, let the walls go down. I'm just going to rush in through, whether it's B side, whether it's mid, whether it's A. He did not care who their opponent was, what kind of utilities they had. He just went on a spree of kills. And that was really amazing to see. That kind of a confidence will take you a long way. And once you have your aim so crisp, that's the best of both worlds that you wish for. And that is going to be the second match of the day. A very good one that we did see. It did look like MIT Impetus with the 7-5 split that they got in the first half looked like they could have had a chance to make a comeback. But how Awesome Quake performed in the second half, even with those pistols, started things off to another level.
That was true. I mean, 7-5. Even me, I think I for a sec I did think that my team might have a chance, but Bits completely rampaged and stomped them apart, stomped over them. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's gonna be another Ascent. Oh my god. Okay, another Ascent. We are gonna be seeing the Ascent map. Ascent once again, Lucy. I mean, are you ready for this? I mean, it's gonna be OP players going on head to head against IMS Rebels on the map of SN. And I know the community and the audience is gonna be really mad at me because I just rolled my eyes when I said the map is gonna be SN again. But yeah, guys, I just hate the map. It doesn't mean you guys have to hate it. It's one of the best maps. It's one of the favorite maps as well. I know. Please stop with this. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see another map, and we already been seeing SN for the past 2 matches. So maybe switching things up would have been better. But apart from that, I really think we are in for another really good Sova duels and maybe even Jet or maybe some battle stages this time, Lucy.
I agree with you. I mean, Ascent has become a highly picked map throughout this tournament. if you ask me, I'm really looking forward to Breeze coming in. I mean, that's going to be the recent map. But in the meantime, a quick agent selection. That's going to be a Reyna. That's going to be a Killjoy, Jet, Raze, and a Sentinel.
Ooh.
Double Sentinel, triple duelist, no controllers, no initiators from the side of defense. A little bit vary if you ask me right now. Yes, they do have triple duelist, but if it was attack, I would be more than happy. But in the side of attackers, they do look like they have a kind of a balanced play coming through. Double initiator again, a very good controller, a powerful controller right now in the meta. The Astra coming through along with the Killjoy. Killjoy with the upgrade that has got with those walls even doing damage, as well as the poison cloud. She's kind of on another par, and if you're able to use her properly in terms of cutting down sides, the whole toxic screen will cut off a really good angle from the side of defense, and the attackers will have a really good chance to push in. And the post plant is really really good from the side of Viper, because if you have a really good lineup, you're going to able to prevent completely the defuse coming through from the defense. We have to see whether that will be the case that attackers are ready with their lineup. But one thing that they are lacking out is a sentinel when they go into defense.
Yeah, I just want to point it out real quick. I mean, on the defense, 2 sentinels, 3 duelists. On the side of attackers, we see 2 initiators, 2 controllers, and 1 duelist. I mean, it all looks scripted, right? I mean, it kind of looks like it's scripted. These teams playing out with such picks. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what this Sky and Astra come bring onto the table here, and also the Viper, man. That's going to be really interesting to watch. But apart, I mean, on the side of defense, it's kind of it still looks pretty basic, having 3 duelists and 2 sentinel. But with that being said, Reyna once again popping off. I mean, doesn't matter which Reyna it is, it always pop off, man. And yeah, Sage. I mean, sorry, that was Sky getting the kill onto Reyna there as well. Now this is not looking good for the defenders. Oh, everyone gets a kill for themselves. Now Duskin is hiding in the smoke. He's just gonna walk right by Reyna there. Ooh, no, I thought for a sec he's gonna get a kill onto the Raze as well, but Raze pulls it back. He's down to 18 points of health. He's gonna use his pain shell before going down in the hands of Viper there. And the pain shell might take down Sky. Oh, okay, never mind. Nothing's gonna be. Actually, they're not gonna go down. Both Astra and Sky, they were down to low points of health. But so Lucy, just taking a quick look at the lineups, who do you think? I mean, okay, who are you rooting for right now? Because we don't know any of the players, obviously. Like unlike the last game where I was actually maybe biased, you can say, but yeah. But right now, IMS Rebels and OP players, just taking a quick look at the agent lineup. Who do you think has a slight edge over the others?
I always like to see a different composition in terms of agents coming through, and right now it's IMS Rebels. If you ask me, they do have a really good setup in terms of the controllers, the attackers, and the initiators itself. So I think they do have a slighter edge. But as I talk about it, look at them, the anti-eco round completely working in their favor. They do have the side. The spike has still to come through for them. They have to get it down on the side. But in the meantime, there is going to be a pick coming from the defenders, but quick trade coming through from the Reyna. Again, trades all the way back to a 3v3 situation, but eventually will have a stop to those trades and bring it back to a 3v2 situation. But spike is what you have to look for. The attackers need to get the spike down and then play accordingly. 2 times they have faked out in the spike, but eventually will get the spike down. But Sky, the healer, is low in terms of HP though, so they need to protect her, because in case their teammates go down in health, they'll be able to pull things back. But look at Reyna, she does not care. She's going to go in for a third kill and maybe for a fourth. Loses out on bullets, goes out of quick, smart switch to the pistol and gets the fourth one, and the attackers get back the round to 2-0.
Ooh, man, I mean, I gotta agree with you on that one. I mean, even if you ask me, just taking a look at the agent lineup, I too kind of think that IMS Rebels might have an upper hand here. On the side of defense, they might struggle, but at the same time, having those 2 initiators and 2 controllers, they might, have a slight edge over the opponents there, even on the defense. But for now, yeah, 2-0 lead already. There was an eco coming in, so that makes sense. But now it's just gonna be the round that actually tests the players of OB players. If they lose this round as well, then it's gonna be a little bit troublesome for them. But just as I say that, IMS Rebels wow, okay, that Ares, that did they buff Ares, Lucy? Because I'm not really sure if they did, because looking at the way that Reyna is handling that Ares, it's just too good, man. It's just too good right now.
I agree with you. I mean, they did reduce the price, might have worked out better for them. And with that start they got, look at that trades all across the board. And this time, OP players landed. I mean, they needed to land it because in the previous round, a couple of players did go in for a force, because of which their economy was not looking great. That's the reason the Ares came out rather than a full buy. Otherwise, it should have been a full buy round from the side of OP players. But nonetheless, they managed to convert it, get a couple of rifle upgrades as well. But they need to be worried about their economy coming back, because with that force, look at their economy. They're still at Spectres. They're still, I guess, a couple of people on half shield. But nonetheless, on the opponents, they're good in terms of creds, because that was their bonus round that they went down on. They have rifles back online, but this time they will go for a slow play, because that third round did not work out in their favor. And with the third round not working out in their favor, I'm looking forward to will the OP players be able to pull it back off. I mean, IMS Rebels did have a hard stop there. They pushed them back out from that position in terms of a victory. But nonetheless, Saiten is slowly pushing into guard and he might be able to pick a couple of kills. But they find it. It's going to be the Reyna as well as the Raze going on a spree of kills there. What a conversion happening. They did have an initial advantage, but missing out on a lot of shots. Very unfortunate from the side of the attackers, even though they did have a lot of rifles. Very unfortunate, but eventually it'll yield up to be an equalizer for the side of OP players. And OP players, I think they'll be happy with that previous round, because they got a lot of free kills there.
I mean, I love the way how Jet was just waiting for that, the Origin Vandal there. I mean, he was just waiting in front of Raze. He was like, just drop it to me already. Just drop it. And then as soon as he dropped it, he instantly picked it up and he dropped away his Blastix Phantom there. I think, I mean, the skins, man, the skins in this game are really, really fun. And, you know, they're really, really cool as well. Not just the effects, but also the animation and the finishers as well. And with that being said, ooh, Sky actually finishes off Raze. But then Surya Bhai with the pain shell. No, is this reaction? But I'm pretty sure Raze will be saying yes, because he just got the kill after he died. And look at Reyna. Look at Reyna. He pushed through that smoke being undetected. Oh no, I think he's gonna go down anyway. Yep, he's gonna get taken down. The other team, he's gonna go back right now. He's pulling it back to a Doom versus 3 right now. No, it's all in the hands of Jet. Good to OP, the only one right now. He's gonna go down. Actually, never mind. He's gonna take down Reyna. You know, 1 versus 2 right now. He's gonna go down in the hands of Asher with the goddamn ghost. A beautiful shot coming onto the Jet there. And that round, that was a weird round, Lucy. I mean, for a sec, it did look like the defenders had the advantage. But then IMS pulled it back, right? And then once again, OP players got the advantage when Reyna sneaked back into the site. But then IMS Rebels once again rebelled their way back into the round and secured the third round on the board.
I agree with you. The attackers were kind of flustered in the retake coming through. They did not understand what was happening, because the defenders were, I would say, they just went berserk in terms of their play going for a retake. Very unfortunate to see something like that, but that's going to give IMS Rebels an advantage. And with the Seekers being online, they'll be able to send it out. And the Reyna's Empress now will also be available, so she can go on a spree of kills. And the Reyna from the opponent will be blinded and concussed from those Seekers. And they do not have the site still, but they do have B main in terms of their control. But they need to be able to convert it. But in the meantime, they hold the position for a long time, because of which 2 kills go down. But a Hunter's Fury is quickly popped to take off the 2 people from market. But unfortunately, they would have cleared that position already, and it's up to the last 2 players from the defenders who are alive. The Jet is very low in HP, and maybe just 1 bullet enough to take her down.
That is low on HP as well. Now Duskin gets the kill, and he does have the heal, if I'm not wrong, in 15 seconds. Oh, I think Jet is missing a few shots there with the operator. That is just unfortunate. And the spike is already planted. 30 seconds on the clock, and the drone is going to spot out Duskin as right now. And yeah, that's just the attack team there, the teamwork, the team coordination, the bait. That worked out in the favor of Sky and Sova. And now OP players, they kind of have to save that operator. Jet is really low on HP. He's going to save that operator, making his way back to all the way back to the spawn, actually. And he'll be saving that operator, moving on into the next round. That's going to be a 2-round lead for the side of IMS Rebels. I think they are going in for the hunt, and I think they kind of predict this. Never mind, they're actually taking a detour and they're not going to be going in for the hunt. They are smart. The economy on their side is not looking good as well. So they did not want to risk it, and now I think Rage is actually asking for it. Yeah, this time. Oh no, the last time it was Jet asking for the origin. What was that, Vandal? And now it was actually the Rays asking to do a P for that operator. I mean, it's just fun to watch. It's just fun to watch these players having fun as well. But at the same time, OP players, they kind of need to step up a bit, because right now the scoreline 2-4, it is not looking good for them.
I agree with you. I mean, teams need to have fun as well as win rounds, but right now it looks like IMS Rebels are having more fun as well as winning rounds. As you can see, the start was in the favor of Rena, but immediately converted on a wall bang headshot from IMS Rebels, bringing back to a 4v4 situation. They do have a resurrection, get that Rena back online, as they do also have a showstopper. But look at this backstab coming in. Now Cracked can have a really good shot. Will miss his initial shot, but will eventually land it. But good to OP, and Rena in the meantime will convert a lot of kills along with the Killjoy. It's all up to Sky, who's all the way at A main. Will also get backstabbed from that Killjoy with the first kill coming through. And the spike should be defused now. And eventually OP players have their answers back. And with the quick play this time, with the clean retake that they had, compared to the previous round, they did have a chance, a really good chance to pull this back round, and that's what they did. And that brings them back to a 3v4 with only one round disadvantage that they have, and they might be able to pull it back off. They do have an operator, I guess, online still, and if they manage to pull things back, it'll be back to a 4v4. And will this be the match that we were asking for? A very close and a nail-biting match is what we have to look at, Edge.
That is true. I mean, this might be the close encounter that we wanted to see. I mean, this is the match that we were waiting for, OP players and IMS Rebels. It's kind of fun as well. But the lineups as well. I mean, the Asian lineups. Oh, Surya Bhai with a beautiful shot. Might get the second one as well. Actually misses the shot onto Reina, but now Reina is being completely aggressive. He's making his way towards the A shot right now, and the Astral Divide is actually going to play a crucial part here. Blocking off all the vision there towards the mid and the B area. So now they're kind of confused. But look at this Crack. He might be caught off guard. Absolutely gets wrecked by Duskin, as actually okay, Cracked, I thought he landed a few shots, but never mind, he's not gonna land even a single shot. I think this round is gonna go into the favor of OP players as well, just because of the positions and also the time factor.
What?
Oh, what? Surya Bhai might actually go down, if you ask me. Never mind, he's gonna land the shot. That was a beautiful shot coming in from him. Now it's all on Sova. But nevertheless, Surya Bhai will be getting the kill, the third kill with the operator, now securing the fourth round on the board and equalizing the scores 4-4. It's all tied up once again. So basically, we're back to 0-0. Just not considering the economy part. Apart from that, we're back to basics, right? So all these teams, they kind of have to think about their agent lineups before they pick these weird plays, because having no controller is kind of affecting them, but at the same time it's kind of working for them right now because of the mistakes that IMS Rebels are doing. If IMS Rebels plays it really, really safe and defaults, look at this, look at the Sage. Just because Reina was absolutely sneaky, they think it's not going to be B. That's not a good idea, and the turret will actually spot. So the Killjoy is now being suspicious, and with that being said, Reina gets one, Surya Bhai gets one as well, Lucy.
Very interesting play from the defenders, not giving information, faking things out. We worked out in their favor. They did get it into a two-man advantage, but eventually one person falls down, and Surya Bhai is not stopping, gets a heal, comes back for a kill, spots the head. He knows there's a Rena very close. He spotted those, I would say, pixels, but now taking that Rena out, it's all up to the Astra. Yes, it's a controller, but look at this play coming from the side of OP players. They managed to completely block her off and box her in, and she had no chance of pulling that round back. And this is what I said, whether you have a controller or whether you have a duelist, it does change the kind of playstyle that you come through with, because with controllers you'll have a lot of chance to close off sights and put across your nebulas, dark covers, or even poison clouds, as a matter of fact that they have a Viper here. But that is not coming into play here. The market was not smoked. The CT also was not smoked. There was a lot of positions that they were open. There was not even a gravity well that was used. So IMS Rebels right now not using the utilities at best. But on the other end, the triple duelist lineup they need to be a bit aggressive, and that's what they're doing on defense. They're playing it really well.
They are playing it really, really well right now. And now I think OP players, they're back on track. They kind of understand what needs to be done here and the way that they kind of have to play to counter the actions, the executions coming in from IMS Rebels and their defense. Oh, was that a 360 degree check with the drone? That was beautiful to watch, by the way. But nevertheless, when I get one and Surya by once again gets the kill with the pain shell. I mean, that pain shells is dealing a lot of pain, man. He's dealing a lot of pain. That Skinez gets a kill. Oh, but Reina, his position was absolutely unknown. And Surya Bhai will actually get the kill as well. I don't know why Reina did not take the orb there. I mean, he could have got the orb. I mean, if he had the orb, that was an easy kill on the Shubham, and he might have actually won the round as well. But now it's all in the hands of Astro. 1v3 right now. This is not looking good for him. He misses out the shot. Biscuit goes. He walks right in the crosshair. Oh, good to OP. That is not good. That should not have happened, to be honest. That was an easy shot for Astra. He missed, but the Jet, he did not miss any, by the way.
I agree with you. I mean, the Astra was on a beautiful lock and a backstab, but very unfortunate that did not have a rifle. Hit a couple of shots with that Ghost, but that was not an headshot, because of which Jet had a chance to dash out of that position to safety and then give information for her teammates. And that's just good play coming in from the side of OP players, pushing themselves into 2-round lead. And this is when the side of IMS Rebels needs to pull rounds back. But again, Surya Bhai has answers. He goes in for a mid peak, gets one kill on the Rena, and he's looking for again another mid peak. But in the meantime, Owl Drone is going through. Owl Drone will be taken down, but Surya Bhai's position is not known. But in the meantime, they're not giving away any position, and they punish a person who was trying to take a B main peak.
I mean, the way that Surya Bhai is operating this operator is just too good, man. He's a raise. And he's
Yes.
playing it really, really well. And okay, Reina now gets the kill onto Astra. Once again, man advantage for OP players. Now I am as Rebel on the back foot. This is gonna be the round that should go into the favor of IMS Rebels. If not, we might be looking at a potential 8-4. And the Seekers are out. That flash is out as well. A beautiful flash coming in. Surya Bhai, that was the first shot that he missed. I mean, actually, that was the first shot I've seen that him missed, to be honest. And the Viper's ultimate used as well. So this is not going to be an easy retake coming in for the side of OP players. Bladestorm available. Killjoy does not have his ult available. So this is not going to be easy at all. As soon as he gets into that giant ball of toxic, he is gonna be going down. Shubham actually managed to take down
One
one.
enemy remaining.
That was not supposed to happen, but nevertheless, I think Viper will be the one getting the kill on the good duo OP, and he will make sure that IMS Rebel
Last round in
get
the
another
half.
round on the board. 5 rounds on the board right now. Last round before the swap. This is looking spicy right now. Lucy, we might be looking at a potential overtime.
I agree with you. I mean, they've already come to a nail-biting match here, with close to being it's a 6-6er. It was a really good try from the side of defense. You saw they brought it back to a 1v1 situation, but Viper's Spit is going to light you up like a Christmas light, and that's what just happened. A deep dark color that the Viper could see, not on the opponent's end as an advantage, took down their opponent and got that round for the attackers. And this is what we need. I mean, a close round that we saw is what we really like. And with this wall coming through at B main, the attackers look forward to pushing in B main, but a lot of utilities being thrown out to slow this game out, and that's going to be used to also convert into a kill, make it 2, as the Reina will also manage to pick off a kill. And that's going to be 2 people drop down. And just like the previous match, Sky, who was the person to get a 3k, I guess, turned the round around. The ultimate gets used, but it does not work out in their favor, and 2 kills come down. But Duskin as well as Shubham will turn the round around at mid, and it's all up to the Sky. Yes, picks off 1 kill, but there's still 2 people alive and good in terms of health. But that's make it not even surviving anymore. As I said, it's going to be the Brenna picking that round, and it's going to be 7-5. 2 rounds lead for the side of OP players, but it's going to be a defense. Defense is going to get hard. But looking at the play edge from the side of IMS Rebels, they're not using their utilities. I'm not sure why they're not using a lot of their utilities. Compared to the OP players, IMS Rebels are really good in terms of the number of utilities they have to play with.
Yep, true that. I mean, they are not using the util, but they still managed to get a lot of kills and a lot of rounds on the board. 7 rounds on the board. Once again, we see 75 half. The last match, I guess, was also 75 half. It did end up, 13-6. So if OP players win this pistol round, we might be looking at another potential stomp. But if MS will hold it back, maybe winning this round, we might be in for a surprise here. We might be in for a close game, the first one in a really long time. But Shubham goes down to really points of health. And once again, I mean, Shubham does have a healer in his team, so he's gonna get healed back to 100 points of health. Now they'll be pushing that smoke, and gravity pull, that was beautiful. That was just beautiful coming in from Astra, and Sky will get one. Viper gets another one. That is really unfortunate. But that was just a really, really good gravity pull coming in. But look at Astra's position. Actually, Shubham will take him down eventually, Lucy.
Eventually will get that skill, but Arkham has answers. He takes up one person. The spike gets dropped, but immediately gets picked up from Duskin. And Duskin is very unsure about where he wants to go. The Sky will use the Trailblazer, get the location of Good OP. Good OP is stuck right now, concussed, but will manage to use Trailblazer and jump out of that position, but needs to be worried about two people backstabbing him. And he is not sure. He's on the knife out, and that's not going to work out. But in the meantime, Duskin is running all the way to B, but his position is known as they reveal him from mid, and that's going to be Sova on the trail, running to B side and calling for his team as well. And the spike does come through, but I don't think this will be a round that Duskin will be able to convert.
Yeah, but the spike did get panned, which means 45 seconds on the clock. You kind of have to defend the side for 45 seconds, but with 4 players alive on the side of IMS Rebel, it's not looking easy at all. IMS Rebel will be the one walking away. The winners of this particular round, at least, I mean, the pistol round was really, really crucial, really, really important for them to make a comeback, and that they did. Defenders played really, really, this round, they've actually played really, really clean, really, really well. They did not make those unnecessary pushes. They were kind of smart with their pushes, OP players, they were kind of split. They were kind of being hysterical, not checking backstabs. So that I think that's exactly what caused them the round. IMS Rebels, they pushed, and then they fell back, then they pushed again. That was something really, really smart of them. And now IMS Rebels, this round should go into their favor if I'm not wrong, pulling the scoreline back to a 7-7, and from their point on, the game might be actually on, Lucy. We might be looking at a potential close counter, and maybe even an overtime.
I agree with you, but look at this. Both the teams have gone in for a force, and the attackers, if they lose this force, that's going to be a very difficult round. But look at that. Suryabai converts that. Very unfortunate. Putting up a toxic screen very late in the round gets really costly for them. A trade does come through, but does not work out. Yes, Sky spots one, deals a lot of damage, but is now going for the follow, but will not be able to yield it as Jet has run away from that position. But look at this angle being held from the Reyna. Gets one kill, will run away back. But in the meantime, the health from the side of OP players is not looking great.
Spike down B.
Ooh, for a sec it did look like OP players had an advantage, but then, man, IMS Rebels pull it back, and they also pulled it back the score, so now equalizing it completely. 7-7, the scoreline's all tied up. Lucy, this is looking really spicy right now. I mean, with these lineups, especially having 3 duelists, and they still manage to lose. I mean, having no controller is a really, really big issue. I mean, we have already talked about that in the previous match as well. Having no controller, no smokes is an issue. But on the side of IMS Rebels, they have a lot of smokes, right? They have what, 1, 2, 3 smokes, and then Viper has wall and also his smoke as well. So that is something that might be advantageous. But look at this positioning. Oh, can he not see him? Can Astra not see him? Was that a fail one way, or maybe just a vibrance or something, man? Because I'm pretty sure that he should be able to see him, but now Astra's position is unknown. Oh no, Sky, he's gonna be caught out in the open. Yep, he's gonna get killed by Reyna, but that means Astra's position is gonna be undetected, and now he might be going in for 1 and maybe 2. Actually, he's gonna go down in the hands of Raze. That's really unfortunate, man.
Very unfortunate, but they do take down the spike planter, and that's going to be an important one. They need to recover and go for a plant, but 2 people on the backstab, they do have a really good position, and Arkham, as I say, picks off 2 people off the board, and that's going to be really important as TMT will pick one. There's only the Sage alive at a very off angle. Her position gets revealed, but a lot of rounds being missed, but TMT comes on top of that battle and gets it to 8, 7, and it looks like Rebels are having answers. Yes, Astra was at a really good position at Vines, but very unfortunate from her end that she could not pull it off, get 2 kills. But nonetheless, IMS Rebels managed to convert it.
Damn, dude. I mean, that was really, really good coming in from him. But also in the end, with 1v3 and Sage almost pulled it off. He got the double kill and
Yep.
almost got the final kill as well, putting that player down to what 80 points of health, adding 76 or 80. But yeah, now IMS Rebel there on the front foot and the players on the back foot. They kind of are around behind. And looking at the weaponry and the economy, this round should go in the favor of OP players, in the favor of IMS Rebels as well. So this is not looking good for OP at all. And look at this, Shupam gets one, but then he's gonna get traded out. Actually, 2-1 trade, man. This is not good. And how did Surya Bhai even walk into the site like that? Guys, what's happening here? I mean, yeah, not having a sentinel is an issue, but you still kind of have to work your way out, right? And that Seeker actually, oh boy, that Seeker did a lot of work there. But apart from that, Gudu will be the one getting the kill on this. So now it's a 1v2 situation here. 35 seconds on the clock. But all these players have really good weaponry here, and I think that's going to be the entire backside completely smoked off in any second. Oh wait, it's going to be actually the gravity pull coming in, and Jet obviously is going to go down. That pull and also being vulnerable is something you cannot dodge, even though you're a Jet. He did not have any dashes left, so that was just unfortunate. And IMS Rebels, as expected, come out on top once again.
I agree with you. I mean, Edge, the side of IMS Rebels right now, I think they are playing together really well, and I think they heard me as I was saying. Utilities not being used is something very unfortunate that we were talking about. But now you look at that, they were at a really good chance that they could have pulled it off, and they used their utilities and brought it back. But a huge player from their end right now showing up really good for the team is going to be that Sky. MK is pulling amazing kills for his team at impossible situations, I would say. I mean, you would not count MK to come on top in that fight, but will always manage to do it. And look at this recon and positioning from Rena. She might be able to pull off a free kill here, as his opponent clone is coming through very close. Yes, the toxic screen is preventing that vision. Look at them, so close to each other. The crosshair, nobody knows except for this Rena. Oh no, she gets revealed, and that's going to be a free kill coming through. A dismiss taken down and going back. But look at this mid rush also going through. They've given a lot of positioning for the defenders to get through in terms of map control. They'll just be able to grasp it and bring it back. But very unfortunate, they try to push it even further, and that yields them to a disadvantage to back to a 3v3.
Ooh, boy, I mean, for a sec, he was just following him. I was just so curious to see what happens there, but Surya actually misses a shot. He did have an opportunity in his hand, and now TNT gets one. He almost goes down there. He does have a shotgun available, and he's going to be using that. Not going to be dealing any damage, and that revealing recon that is actually going to spot out Surya Bhai. But Jet is down to 77 points of health, and Sova is actually really low. I mean, only 8 points of health. That's something he needs to keep in mind. And now Jet, man, it's all on this Reina, to be honest. He gets one. Now Surya Bhai versus 2. 100 HP versus 2 players. 150 and 8. This is really, really good. But he has an operator in his hand. So that might be something that might be against him. That might be going against him. He will be sticking the plant, actually. Oh, a showstopper coming into play. Misses out. And oh no, it's going to be Sova, actually. That's going to be getting the kill with 8 points of health. I mean, that showstopper did look like it was going to hit Reina for a sec, but then Reina with the beautiful positioning and also dodging it really, really well. And at the same time, TMT with the backstab there onto Raze. It all worked out too good for IMS Rebels, and now they have reached 10 rounds. That's the double-digit scoreline there, Lucy.
Double digits online for the fact. I mean, they did play really well there. You saw that Reina was about to get hit by the showstopper, but very unfortunate for Raze. I would say Surya Bhai at a really good position, pops the showstopper to hit one player, but unfortunately will get sprayed from another person on a different angle from heaven. Very unfortunate, but the side of IMS Rebels are looking really strong on the map of Ascent, especially on this defense half.
True that. I mean, they do not have a sentinel, but they still kind of make it work. Like Surya Bhai, he just casually walks into the side and says hi to Reina. And now Reyna gets the kill onto Astra as well. So now Hunter's Fury being used, trying to destroy that Cage's ultimate. But it's of no use right now because oh wait, actually, so he might actually get one before going down in the hands of Reyna. Now what it's all on Sky. 1 versus 4. The spike planted. 40 seconds on the clock. There's no way he's gonna clutch this. He's actually gonna just run back to CT, maybe go back to heaven, but he's gonna go down in the hands of Reyna. And now they might be retrieving that operator because Surya Bhai, I'm pretty sure he'll be screaming, I need that operator, goddammit. Just give me the operator. And Surya Bhai will be getting the operator if I'm not wrong, or is Jet gonna stick with it? Because I just saw Surya Bhai opt for a Spectre there. Hey, yeah, I mean, if you take a quick look at the economy as well, OP players, the economy on them looks really, really good. But IMS Rebels, even though they did win the previous rounds, like 5 rounds back to back, the economy on them does not look good because they kept losing players here and there every round after round after round.
I agree with you. I mean, economy is not looking that great, but right now the attack did work for the side of Team OP players. Suryabai did not opt for the operator, I guess, because there's a lot of fight coming from the defense itself and they're unable to hold it. The operator, you know for a fact, that's going to be a slow weapon, and if you don't have a jet that can dash out from position, that'll be really difficult. But in the meantime, 2 quick kills coming through, but one of it is a judge from the Astra, a really good kill, getting judged out. But in the meantime, look at the spike. This was all a fake out coming from the side of Team OP players, just putting down one player at A, called out for a rotation, but in the meantime, spike does go down at B. It's back to a 4v4 situation, but a lot of ultimates from the side of defenders. But look at the backstab from mid coming from the Reyna. Will this be yielding in a lot of kills? Is what we have to look at.
Ooh, 40 seconds on the clock, and the Astral Divide comes into play as well. Viper gets a kill on a good OP. That's a Jet going down. It's going to be a 3v4 man advantage on the side of IMS Rebels with the positioning on the side of the attackers. Really, really good. But Astra and Reyna get one for themselves. It's all on Reyna. Try and clutch this 1v4 and diffuses, secure the spike as well. Never mind, he's going to go down in the hands of Astra. It's going to be a beautiful 4-on-4 retake coming in from IMS Rebels. That Astral Divide doing doing a lot of things there. That was really, really good wall coming in from him. That Cosmic Divide, man, just too good. That ultimate play from Astra. Crag doing a really, really good job. And now IMS Rebels, they are one round away actually from match point, and 2 rounds away once again. So Lucy, 2 rounds away. OP players 5 rounds away from walking away the winners. And IMS Rebels only 2 rounds. So what do you think? I think personally that OP players might actually go for the overtime here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that IMS Rebels are not going to make it easy for them. But if you ask me, we are looking in for a potential overtime.
I agree with you. There's a potential overtime, but in the meantime, the Sky is going to be peeking mid. 2 players will try to fight out, but none of them get a confirmation on the kill. But one person will be tagged from that Owl drone, but in the meantime, Flash will also go through. But will that yield in a kill? Yes, the Reyna says, but on the other end, the Astra will be taken on. That's a controller, a really good controller, taken down from the attackers, and they go for another one. They bring it to a 4v3 situation. They do have A side in their favor, but look at that Reyna now on a backstab. Previously, this did happen. The attackers had their Reyna on a backstab, but the timing was way off than they needed. But look at this Viper. She's at a very good angle, but she need not push in. Very unfortunate for the Viper. Arkham goes down, and that's going to open up A side completely like a book, and for the plant as well.
Man, if Viper just sprayed there, he would have got 2 kills just like that collat. But that's just not how it works all the time. But good OP, he'll be getting the kill on to Reyna. Now Sky with a beautiful trade. I think he has spotted Duskin as right here. He just right into his face. It's all about the timing. How many times have you seen this? Sage building a wall and then goes down. That's exactly what happened. And Sky did not even have to use his Seeker. It was a 1v2 clutch. Beautiful round and beautiful gameplay coming in from the Sky of IMS Rebels. And now IMS Rebels, they are at match point, Lucy. OP players, they need 4 rounds to take this match into an overtime. Otherwise, IMS Rebels, they'll be really happy with the performance that they just put up.
I agree with you. The side of IMS Rebels are pretty happy in what they're able to pull off. But for the viewers, just a quick thing to note, when you're about to be in a 1v1 situation and you know for a fact that there's going to be one person rushing on your face, utility is not the thing that you should have. I understood that putting a utility could have prevented something, but not right at the second when somebody is about to face you off. They have gone in for an Odin from the side of attackers. Generally a Sova picks this up. Yes, does a lot of damage on the opponent's side. The Viper, look at it, the very slither of an HP. But in the meantime, attackers don't care. They're pushing it aside. Reyna will get a kill at trees. She'll go into site itself, but will get stunned from that Seekers. But in the meantime, will give a call for her team that A site is clear for the taking, and they do take it as Reyna gives her team the opening and now is going for more number of kills, is on a hunt, will be trying to pill for a kill, but TMT will manage to trade it out. But Suryabai in the meantime will pick up 2 kills, and mid is not at all clear for him, and he needs to be worried about CT as well as site, and Suryabai will pick the 3rd kill and make it to a 9th round. And looks like OP players do not want IMS Rebels to walk away with the victory way soon. They look like they can bring it back to a double digit, as well as 3 rounds that they are in terms of difference. They can push it for overtime, and they're looking for it.
They are. I mean, IMS was only one round, and that round was absolutely well played from OP players, man. That was, something out of the textbook there. I mean, they were just going in ham. They were just playing, rushing the side, got all the angles cleared, and then planted the spike and also cleared out the players hiding in the CD over there. Now they only need 3 more rounds, and IMS Rebels, they do not want that to happen, but Shubham, he gets the kill, the first kill onto Viper there. One of the controller gone down, by the way. So now if they manage to take out Astra, they might be in for a really good round here once again. But Astra is playing really, really close with a goddamn shotty there, and then nevertheless,
What?
Yo,
What?
boy, that's a beauty. That's a beautiful kill onto the clone Reyna of the IMS Rebels there. But anyway, good OP. He gets one,
Spike
and he's
down
gonna
A.
actually go down. And never mind, he's still alive, but it's gonna be MK getting the kill there. Now it's gonna be a 2v2 situation, but both the players on the side of on the side of IMS Rebels have weaponry as well. I mean, it was supposed to be an eco run and a really easy run going into the favor of OP players, but now the tables have turned. But good duo OP is taking kill on the Reyna, and Duskiness will finish things off by clearing off the final player there, that is Sky. That's going to be the 10th round of the board, and OP players, OP, well played there.
Very well played. I mean, they understood the situation. They understood that the spike was down at trees, and the only way to recover is flank it. And they flanked it really well. One person went from mid to CT and then came in from garden, which was very unfortunate. MK did not realize that. That was a really good round, I would say, from the side of IMS Rebels, because they did do economy damage. If you look at the economy from the side of Team OP players, it's not that great. They took down a lot of rifles, a lot of weaponry. They did take an Odin, brought back to their advantage. Unfortunately, they could not convert the round. And now with the spray from MK coming through, one person, I guess, got revealed from that recon, and that's going to be the Reyna going down. They do have another Odin on the other end, but they do deal a lot of damage and bring it back to a situation. But look at this, Reyna is coming back and hungry for kills, picks up that kill, picks up the 3rd one, and it looks like there is going to be the 4th kill coming from Astra, and the call has been given. They know where the last player, the Jet, is. That's going to be good to OP. He's going to be flashed completely for days, and this is the round that the side of IMS Rebels needed to get themselves to victory, and that's going to be IMS Rebels walking away on the map of Ascent in front of OP players as the winners.
Yep, I mean, that was just too good, man. I mean, I don't know if that was a bit of a BM there. I mean, I've seen I saw, who was that? Wait, MK typing sorry in advance as soon as it picked up that Odin. Maybe he was like, being a bit cocky there, trying to tilt the opponents, saying I'm gonna get you through the wall, and he did get Reyna through the wall there. So that was a bit of a ballsy play. I mean, saying sorry in advance and then getting the kill, that was just savage there coming in from him. But apart from that, yeah, Suryabai does deserve the MVP, mass MVP, 316 average combat score, 24 kills, 18 deaths, 76 econ rating, and 5 first bloods. And on the other hand, Reyna does have 6 first bloods as well, so that is kind of appreciable as well. But yeah, coming to the side of IMS Rebels, Reyna on top once again, 21-17. And this is the first time, by the way, guys, this is the first time we have seen 2 Reynas on either side of the team be in the top 2. I mean, Sintin, he's on top, and since the Polecat, he is in 2nd position when, compared to his team. But yeah, MK sitting on 20, TMT 18, Cracked 11, Arkham sitting on 12. All these players did a really, really good job in leading the way towards victory. But yeah, you gotta feel bad for Suryabai, right? He did a really good job, but in the end, it was all in vain.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, it was a really good fight from both these teams that they tried to pull off, because if you look at it, it was very close. I mean, of all the 7 matches that we have seen, this was the closest one. I really like this, but the opponent said, you pick a weaponry that you think you'll be really good at. The defenders, if you have a Odin on defense, you'll be slight at an advantage. And using that wall bang perfectly, yes, it was not a Sova but a Sky, but managed to convert it. But that's what they needed. IMS Rebels, they wanted that victory. They wanted that one round that they wanted to walk away with, because they did have, I would say, 12-7, I guess. They were at match point way early, but they lost a lot of rounds back to back, which pushed it to 12-10. Very unfortunate for the side of. Um, I'm forgetting to recall the name, but nonetheless,
I think it was
do,
IMS,
do you
right?
know?
I mean,
No,
oh
OP
no,
players, OP
no,
players. My bad.
OP
OP
players.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait, it was kind of a player name, so I was a little bit wary on who it was. But nonetheless, OP players did put up a really good fight. But it does happen. It's going to be one team's day, one player's day, one team coordination day, and that's what IMS Rebels came on top. And before we end, anything you got to say, Edge? Because today it's only three matches that we did. Yes, we had to have a fourth one, but very unfortunate. Maybe we'll be having it in the coming weeks. But any ending words before we end today's day?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, we did see a lot of matches today. I mean, three matches in total to be precise. But yeah, I mean, first two, once again, they were like close at the beginning, but then it turned out to be the one-sided affair in the second half. Moving on, but this game, it was kind of close. It was the closest that we had. What was the score again? 13-8, 13-9, I believe.
10.
That 13-10. Yeah, that was the closest we've had. I mean, we also thought that it might be going into an overtime. So that we never said that. We never said that in the past 7 matches that we have, past 6 matches actually we've seen. So that was really really good. Moving on, but yeah, all the teams once again, congratulations, you did really really good. And actually, the teams that have lost as well, you guys did really good. There's nothing to be disheartened about. All you need to do is get back, watch some more watch what you did wrong, what went wrong, and maybe come back stronger, because the tournament is not done, guys. It's just the beginning of the tournament. It's just the day number 2. So that's gonna be it from today, and we will be back with day number 3 and a lot more Valorant matches. But for now, this is Ed signing off, and Lucy, I'll see you tomorrow as well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. So until then, good night, take care, stay safe.
Says F. Bye bye.